Hello, people of Earth. It's your pal, the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Today, we're spinning the biggest wheel of fate in our company's history in Fire Pro Wrestling World. But first, I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we're happy to have you with us. We hope the day finds you well. Okay, a lot of backstage fun to be had in this one, so let's get right to the GWA screen. Magnificent. Oh, give it a sec. Haven't loaded it up in OBS yet. There we go. I already have human resources highlighted because we have breaking news. Too breaking to even throw it in the event center. We have released Drew McIntyre from his contract. Wish him all the best on his way out there in the big old wrestling landscape. But we need a new heavyweight for our heavyweight division. Before we spin, as we said in the preview, the largest Wheel of Fate in our company's history. The reason we're doing that, let me get back on screen. Let me get front and center and tell you about the reason why we're doing that. So Sting has issued essentially an open challenge, and the best way we can do an open challenge in our Fire Pro Fire Promoter mode is to do our patented, multi-person strange bedfellows #1 contender sort of match. So we're going to have another 4-on-4. The teams were going to be determined by 8 or 7 spins, I suppose. No, wait, it would be 8 because we're going to have more than a field of 8 this time. 8 spins of the Wheel of Fate, and literally everyone that is not a singles champion on the GWA roster is eligible on this wheel. So we have everybody on there currently except for the person that is replacing Drew McIntyre on our roster. So as we get back to the GWA screen and I tab over here, we are at Human Resources for a reason. We got to hire somebody. So we are going to offer a contract. Let's check the free agents of North America first. It's kind of our richest pool. So we're looking for a heavyweight to replace Drew McIntyre. Not necessarily stylistically or anything like that. Just to straight up, we need another body in the heavyweight division. So let's start looking. I'm just looking at names that sort of catch my eye. I went down to Brian Cage just to check, and that's a pretty decent Brian Cage. It's got his physique and his, dead eyes. Okay, moving along. Oh yes, the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers. Got a Dudley. We had Buddy Matthews. This is going to take a little while, so going to be a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff today. That's a decent Christian, I suppose. I don't think I want Christian on I don't even know what type of wrestler we're going to replace Drew with. Like, he would have obviously sort of qualified for our Haas division, and so would a Davey Boy Smith Jr. perhaps. So, Davey, he's only 35? It's too bad he's not getting a run on TV anywhere. I think he's, decent enough. And he's got the pedigree. Man, if Tony Khan was wiser, if I were Tony Khan, I'd somehow get him and Brian Pillman Jr. together. Okay. McIntyre. We just released. Good luck out there, buddy. Ooh. Free FE. Had El Tejano Jr. way back when. Didn't really even drive. I was going to say, at least we help you drive your asking price up, and even that didn't really seem to help. Sorry, pal. Alright, down to the G's. Nothing we've really seen. What's up, Jack Howard? Some more originals. Jeff Hardy, too unreliable. We had Jarrett for a while, didn't really do much with him. Don't really need Lawler. A lot of legends and current day people in this field, in most of the fields. So we're going to check North America first, and then probably Europe second. Rest in peace, Josephus. I'm not even looking at that side, actually. I'm just looking at the profile and the picture over here. We had Josh Alexander, and I try not to repeat too much. Mind you, we did have Darby Allin last time, and he's still kicking around. I know money when I see it. You put him on your roster, because that gets the kids watching. Someone flipping through between the ages of, 11 and, mid to late 20s. It's like, what's going on with this dude? Throwing himself around, half dressed like a skeleton. Okay, we had LA Knight for the old belt dumping. Give us that belt, get off our roster. That's not a bad lead out using like in-game parts only, but I feel like if I were to check the workshop, there'd be like a picture perfect with like her face and everything. So maybe I'll put that on pause. That's a better Luchasaurus than we had last time. The Tombstone Age. Or Tombstonage, depending. Maybe it's a reference to the pizza. We had Malachi last time, didn't do much with him. Part of the problem of having a 50-person roster is that I'm always looking for, well, this whomever I hire should be in the main, or could be in the main event. But I got to realize if I have the whole card of main eventers, then I eventually will start. Unfortunately, it's just a fact of like having only so much time and only so many matches I can be putting on. I'm going to start neglecting some of the talent here on our own roster. So we're trying to get somebody that pops out as like potential beyond belief. That's a great Penta. Like we had Penta last time, don't get me wrong, but that's a joke. That's a real good Joker suit Penta. Oh, they're strong style, are they? Uh-oh. Alright, I might break my own rule. He's certainly the front runner so far. I mean, I'm a couple nicknames behind. I might eventually have to replace him or just overwrite the edit with a Penta Oscuro instead, but I'm sure one exists. I'll just have to type Penta into my search. Interesting. Interesting. Look at his starting attack and defense. And the popularity coming in, like any promotion he joins with that salary. It's really weird that even on hard, none of the other promotions like ever aggressively or not even, you know what I mean? Like not even passively, it seems, approach or hire talent whatsoever. Like I don't understand why the WWE doesn't like go month to month and be like, yeah, we can grab you, we got space for you, we got space for you. So that at least like the AIs would like attempt to fill whatever their gym size would be. I don't know. I put the quotes in the wrong space. They're just kind of floating by like a butterfly. Anyway, like there's no reason Ric Flair should be on the free agent pool in like midway through year 9 of this thing. Anyway, that is a very custom Rick Rude. I believe he's wearing like game-worn tights, shall we say, or match-worn in this case. Strong style, popularity real strong as well. 68 though, so like I can start to consider these legends rentals, because like they'll come in, they'll do like a match or two, and then probably be like, it's enough for me, I quit. Like we'll see what happens with Sting now that he's champion here. I'm kind of like half worried about it, but we'll see. Okay, but to be fair, it's still Penta. It's still Penta's to lose. As much fun as much sense as this would make to bring in a Ric Flair, stylistically putting him in the ring with the other sort of talent that I have, I just don't know if I want to call chop, 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 or just like, oh, Flair's selling, or Flair's just getting his butt handed to him. Anyway, I don't know, I don't think Fire Pro is the right vehicle to put on a proper Ric Flair match is my thing. The WWE games were great because half of his moveset was him like cheating and then doing a move. Like they were really cool that way, I thought. At least the early SmackDown games that he was in. Session Moth Martina. Interesting. This is a tough sell because he's freestyle. But freestyle meaning in this case, like legit amateur wrestling, is his forte. He would be really difficult to keep happy because of that. Because we are a strong style promotion. But I guarantee that the rest of it, like his moveset and his attitude and stuff, is like it'll work for the strong style moveset. We tried to have him on the roster in the first generation of the GWA, and he like left. He and Brody Lee. So I took a second kick at Brody Lee in this one and kept him around. It's the freestyle, it's the match style that it's keeping me away from that. Okay. Shuji Ishikawa. Why did you end up in North America? Oh, because we hired you for the DDT belt and then fired you after you'd moved here. What a jerk move from the GWA. Sorry, Shuji. Good luck starting over. Space monkey. That funky monkey. I mean, that's kind of fun, but we're looking for a legit heavy. Stan Hansen. Kings Road, ridiculous salary. But the 70, like, this I'll grant you instead of a Ric Flair, because it's an impactful running Western Lariat. You're going to see this guy do a lot of power moves. He kind of fits our Haas division better. So, I might go Stan Hansen. What's up, Stu? Okay, The Miz. We got Thomas Walker. Not doing Deppen or Dreamer or Tyler Breeze. It's getting down to it. That's pretty good for X-Pac. See, again, I don't know why X-Pac, with a B popularity and a B&B and an $800 salary, like one of the smaller promotions in North America, like a Ring of Honor, haven't hired X-Pac yet. It's weird. It's weird to me. But the other promotions aren't aggressive at all. Like in the entire 9-year run, there's been like a handful of hires. Like, let's check them out. They'll be the first couple of people listed. Here we go. They hired Randy Savage. That's the only hire in 9 years. I don't think anybody here's new. So they didn't hire anybody. Didn't hire anybody. I don't think they've hired anybody. People have just left. Nope. They've hired both Hulk Hogans. So that's 3 people total. And 2 Hulk Hogans for Big Japan. Love them some Hulk. Nope, nobody. Nope, don't think they hired anybody. They just lost people. Same here. DDT had way more people on their roster before. They are a dwindling promotion. We might just keep this belt. They hired Rob Van Dam, so that's 4 people total amongst all the promotions so far in 9 years of competition against me. Oh, Rey Mysterio got hired in Dragon Gate, and they gave him every title they had. I hope he's doing great for him. Hope he's keeping Dragon Gate afloat. Certainly is in terms of title draw. Impact has hired no one. Maybe they feel they're big enough. They don't need to. Noah has hired nobody. Nope, GCW has lost people. They started with like 9 or 10. Now they're down to 6. Yeah. So no hires whatsoever. Just people dropping talent, which is crazy. All right. I forget what letter I was on. Oh, I was way down there. Oh, I had finished North America. Penta. Stan Hansen is your front runner currently. I'm going to go Stan Hansen, even if he's just a loner, and then we'll figure out somebody else later. I'm going to do a quick check of Japan. I'm actually not going to sort, just to maybe see if the one's discovered. Actually, I will, just to see if, just to whip through real quick. I'm going by names over here on the side. That's a dope Onita, but I don't think I'm doing Onita. That's not a very good Dino. I'm not going to hire Dino either. That's I think that's the Shibata that comes with the New Japan pack. I'm not entirely sure. Again, another freestyle candidate though. If I were doing an MMA promotion, sure. I am not. I'm just going to go page by page here. Leo Rush, because he was in New Japan, I suppose, at the time. I don't know. I don't think I want him in my locker room, to be perfectly honest. It seems like he brings the mood down. Not that you necessarily have to be I mean, you have to be a team player on a certain base level, but you don't overall have to be a team player. It is a sort of an individual artistry, or an individual artist's stage, to some respects, is a, you know, I wouldn't mind Shigehiro Iriri. I do like this dude. The Beast Bomber. That's a good look too. I don't know if that's any custom parts or not, but that's pretty good. I wonder how many costumes he has. Otani get well soon. There's no way he's only 54, is he? Oh man. Oh man. I think it would have been time to just maybe like quietly retire. And that's a bummer. He must have at least been busted down to part-time before that injury, I would think. Like it was probably in a 6-man anyway, right? Like he's not doing singles matches anymore, one would hope. Okay. I'm still going Stan Hansen so far, but let's see, anybody else stand out? Another junior does. That would be funny to get Stalker, just to have them lose to everybody. A lot of old dogs in Japan still, though, hanging around. Yeah, like 50-year-old Hanma. I feel like we're gonna get people like Hanma and stuff at Forbidden Door. Like it's gonna be a bit of a disappointment. Like you're just gonna be excited with whoever shows up, or you're expected to be excited with whoever shows up to fill out that undercard, because we don't even know. Okay, let me think. We know like a match and a half, maybe, or like a match or two at most. Got that 6-man that was just announced last night. You have the interim AEW Championship match. There's going to be apparently an IWGP defense, so we know half of that. And an IWGP United States title defense. So now we got a couple matches, but like 2 weeks out. I don't know. Still just kind of going on name alone. All right, we're gonna check Latin America quick, and I do mean quick. I don't have a lot of familiarity with. That's a cool look. I don't have a lot of familiarity with a lot of luchadors. So I can't really... Like, some of them have cool looks. Well, that's got to be a custom virus, right? Reverse Gory Special Driver. His signature move, the kitchen sink. Off the ropes, perhaps. Okay. This is where the Legends stables, or Legends promotions, were based, out of Europe. So let's take a peek here. Wowzers. I mean, talk about a lender. I feel like Andre would come in and just destroy everybody. We had Bronson Reed last time. They're currently back to their original name of Jonah. There's a lot of people on like the free agency pool now that have different names because they got released from WWE or NXT. Okay, the legendary Dick Togo. It's a pretty good Doc Gallows. It looks like his face. Had Doc last time though. Oof, we're already halfway through. Jerry Lynn would be kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. Surprisingly low on the attack and defense. But wouldn't mind that. Jerry Lynn. I think I'm going to go Stan Hansen over Jerry Lynn, just kind of stylistically. Considering, like, I would consider either of them lenders. Like they're not going to last long just based on the age of the edit. They'll be like, all right, that's enough for me. I'm out. This guy's only 35, right? Like that's legit. That can't be right. No, he's older than that because that doesn't add up to the year we're in now. So this guy's pushing 40 and he's doing a paper bag over the head in the crowd gimmick still. That's unfortunate. As you can tell, we might just be running the one card today because we got a lot of backstage stuff to be doing. And this is why I normally do the hiring off screen, because I take a look at everybody and try to like mull about in my brain how they're gonna look in there against the entire wide range of GWA talent that we currently have. Had Joe last time. Always tempted to pull the trigger, but got him last time. Let's see. Morishima. Probably, yeah, had to be a legend. He's been retired for years now. So that'd be him at his peak coming in. Unique look there. Yeah, I'm still thinking Stan Hansen overall. And I'm not too keen on pulling people away. Though, I gotta tell you, we're midway through the 9th year and I'm doing a max 10 years to try to make myself the #1 promotion worldwide. It might be time to start trying to steal people from the other league. He's in poor condition in this day and age. Having Kofi come in might be cool. I had Xavier Woods last time. Big E not even like available anywhere. Let me check free agents North America. Nope, got ourselves a big boss man, but no Big E. Also both halves of Bear Country, which is kind of fun. No Big E anywhere, huh? That's too bad. Okay, nobody from WWE. What about New Japan? If I'm going to take from anywhere, I'm going to take from a North American promotion. So let's check out AEW. I've already stolen from... Yeah, I already took Jungle Boy from them. Starting to play a little bit dirty. Oh, I would not mind Eddie Kingston, though I would sit him out for a month at least. We brought Uno in, I think, when we had the AEW tag belts on our roster. Pretty decent edit, but don't necessarily need them. Miro we had last time as well. It's like his face is sliding off. Interesting. Maybe I'll like limit myself. Well, it's gonna be easier if they had a D-Trust. Pretty good QT. We had them in as well. Half of the tag champs with Darby back in the day. Oof, our AEW roster is sadly out of date. I feel like we had Wardlow before too. We brought him in and he's their main champion. So I don't wanna futz to that extent. Let's see if there's anybody NXT that deserves to be over here. Just scanning the names real quick. Looking for a heavyweight. The weird looking Oni, if I'm honest. Let's see. No, Ciampa, we gave him the belt, or he's got one of their belts for a reason. I don't want to steal titles from anybody, but I wouldn't mind like poaching a bit of talent here and there. Nope, we'll leave you and your Hogans alone. Actually, how's Sakamoto doing? No interest in anybody there. These are quick scans, these smaller leagues. Nope. Look how DDT shrunk since they started. I don't want to take Rob Van Dam because he's very... Look at that, he's got 2 belts for you, so he's integral to your promotion here. Oh yeah, he's part of your trios champs because we brought him in to win those. And I think he's also your Triple Crown champion, so I'm not going to take All Japan's leader. I'm not going to take Ray because he's their leader. Okay, do I want to start getting in trouble with Impact? Let's take a look. Anybody on this roster that I'm like, yes please. I mean, Trey Miguel's dope. Don't get me wrong. No, I think we're okay. Anybody off of Noah? Nah. GCW? Nah, there's only 6 people. I'm gonna leave them alone. So it's the free agent pool, and that leaves us with Stan Hansen. I mean, it doesn't leave us. Like, our first choice is Stan Hansen, so let's see if we can get him on board. Hey, buddy, how about one last run before you, sort of can't, let's say. Fancy dinner. Like, almost a monthly salary on this dinner. Here you go, bud. Their match style doesn't match ours. Kings Road and Strong Style are pretty close. You'll adapt real quick. Don't get us wrong. Okay, we're gonna lowball you on the signing because, don't worry, we'll beef up your salary as much as we can. What do you think? This is also our first kick at the can. Like, we get 3 strikes on him. So lowball offer. He's all for it. Okay, so we'll save that, and now we'll futz a little bit here. Sakuraba's on the payroll just to try to get the Noah belt off of him, so he's sitting in the unaffiliated category for now. Stan Hansen, we're going to sort out. We're going to put him in the babyface panel in a sec here. All right, buddy. Huge raise for you. Almost doubled. Welcome on board. Here's another $1,000 every month just for signing. Additional signing bonus you weren't even aware of. Okay. ACBD. Human resources, manage stables. I have to transfer some people from the babyface side of things. Oof, he was high up there too. Okay. Well, wait. He doesn't have to go where Drew was. What are you doing? He has to go where Stan goes. There we go. So just Yohei. That's not bad. No affiliation. And from no affiliation, we go Stan Hansen, Yohei. Please join the face side. There we go. Now everybody's organized. Let me just add that to my TWA text file. And that means that Stan Hansen is about to join the Wheel of Fate. Ultimately, that's what we're driving at here. Okay, so our technical roster is still 30 heavyweights, 20 juniors. Let me just scroll down, delete Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, no longer here. And in comes Stan Hansen. Ooh, Stan Hansen. Definitely not a junior. The good old USA. All right. Now we're finally ready to book this first show. Probably the only show we're going to be running today. It's going to be a 10-match card. We're going to put as many belts on the line as we can, and the reason I'm phrasing it that way is that I already know we have somebody in from Pro Wrestling Noah. Here, actually, let me share you the notepad. We are in open booking today. So there, you see I have Shohei in from Noah. So I've already factored them into the opening match today, which should be... Yeah, let me get this out of the way since we're just going to concern ourselves with the May show. So Shohei is in to face Sakuraba for the Noah Championship because we're trying to get the Noah Championship back to its promotion. And we're going to do 2 Wheel of Fates today. We're going to run a junior #1 contender 8-way match, or 4-on-4. And we're going to get the names for that after we determine who's going to be in the World Championship #1 contendership match. And remember, we said Sting has open contracts, so everybody is available. And these are just sort of temporary, like, actually, because they're already singles champions in the league, they are not eligible for either of these, the Junior Championship #1 contendership or the World Championship #1 contendership, at least at this stage. So we have these open-ended. We're going to have some people, we're going to have a lot of people left over to pick some contenders from. And then we're going to but first we're going to book our Wheel of Fate, multi-person matches, and then probably fill out the middle of the card with probably like 3 of the 4 of these will probably be singles, and then probably a tag match. I have we have stable affiliations, and we have sort of like general face and heel dynamics in place, so we can fill out the rest of the card with, like we said, some singles matches and such. But first and foremost, we need to determine who is in the World Championship #1 contender, like 4-on-4 tag team match. And in order to do that, we're going to spin ourselves the Wheel of Fate. So, let me get Notepad out of the way, and let's get down to the aforementioned Wheel of Fate. There it is. Now, teams 1 and 2, of course, are going to be in the blue and red corners, so I just mocked that up really quick so it's easier to determine. And as you can see, we have darn near everybody on this wheel. I have one more name to add, as we have just added Stan the Lariat Hansen to the mix. And let me shuffle these names one more time. There we go. We have 45 entries. That's why we have 2, as you can see, sort of in the southwestern quadrant, if you want to call it that. We have those 2 blue names next to each other. That's just by way of how many colors we're doing and how many names we have. So we have 45 people eligible. Everyone on the roster that is not a singles champion. So the 5 members of the roster that aren't singles title holders are not eligible. Everyone else on this wheel, we're going to find ourselves with these first 2 spins, our captains for teams blue and red, starting with Team Blue. I can't actually take a look at... Okay, there we go. Now I can see. Because I'm having to interact with the wheel in front of me, so I can't necessarily see... Oof, without making it real tiny. I can't necessarily see how it's going. Alright, here we go. About to click that wheel. And the captain of Team Blue is going to be... former GWA champion CM Punk. We remove the name there, and we add it here. Okay. CM Punk, another golden opportunity for the former GWA champion. Go ahead and just change that to Punk because it fits better. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Julieta Frisita. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Hope you're having a nice afternoon or whatever time of day it is, wherever you happen to be. Hope you're having a nice day. We are in the very lengthy process of booking our probably only card of the day. About to determine the captain of the red team in a 4-on-4 match. The person who gets the deciding pinfall or submission, the #1 contender to the GWA World title. Let's spin for the red captain while I clear my throat and take a drink. captain of the red team opposite CM Punk. Excuse me for one more second. Britt Baker, DMD. All right. That's a fun one. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. I certainly just did. Look at that. It was either coughing fit or one single gangster tear, and we went gangster tear. Continue to hydrate. Okay. All right. Okay. Successful sippage. Welcome to the squad, Britt Baker. That's pretty cool. Captain of Team 2, Britt. Remove them, and away we go. Now, joining Punk in his fight shall be. Now remember, there's a team dynamic because you want your squad to win, obviously, for your winner share of the purse, but the individual who scores the winning pinfall or submission. Oh my gosh. Another former GWA World Champion in the corner of CM Punk, and I have no control over this. This is entirely random. But holy moly, what a team in the blue corner so far. CM Punk and Minoru Suzuki. Suzuki, no, I was going to say, he wasn't the guy that beat Punk for the belt. There was Shawn Michaels' title reign in between those two. My word, Britt Baker, I hope, has some backup headed their way. Let's see who's on Britt Baker's squad. Joining Britt Baker from Raven's House of Misery, Hayabusa. All right. Certainly we're going, I don't know if that's in the way anymore. Hayabus. Good enough. Decided size advantage on Team Punk so far. Team Punk's third member being, oh my God. All right. CM Punk will be teaming with Minoru Suzuki and Kenny Omega. Good thing we don't bet on pro wrestling in this league, because I believe Team Blue, I'm just going to say it might be the favorite so far, unless this, drastically turns out in the red team's corner here. Hayabusa and Britt collectively crossing all their fingers and toes backstage. Need a little backup here. Now we're talking. There we go, Keith Lee in the corner of Hayabusa and Britt Baker, a DMD. Let's just call him Hayabusa. And Keith, as there are many Lees. Am I spelling Keith right? That looks right. Yeah, the other way around sounds wrong in my brain. Sounds wrong, he says, describing letters. All right, now rounding out Team Blue. Things are getting a bit more even with the addition of Keith Lee on Team Red. So, but rounding out Team Blue and joining CM Punk, Minoru Suzuki, and Kenny Omega in the blue corner is going to be... oh, Smiley Kylie Ray. All right. Woo. Equal level of excitement from the audience on each and every one of these spins. That's the level of popularity everyone enjoys here in the GWA. Exactly the same reaction to every name. Consistency. Okay, Kylie Ray, CM Punk, Minoru Suzuki, Kenny Omega. Formidable quartet. Now rounding out the squad for Britt Baker's team. Ooh, this close to getting another former world champion involved, but we have a former gold medalist on the squad, Kurt Angle. These teams actually kind of worked out more evenly than I anticipated based on the first couple of picks. Okay, so Britt Baker, Hayabusa, Keith Lee, and Kurt Angle in the red corner, facing CM Punk, Minoru Suzuki, Kenny Omega, and Kylie Ray. The winner, the individual who scores the pinfall or submission in that one, your #1 contender for the GWA World Heavyweight Championship, and will be facing Sting for that belt, likely next week, as we have a 10-match card to book today, and we're 35 minutes deep, and we haven't booked match 1. We hired somebody. We hired Stan Hansen. They're still on the wheel. But that's going to do us for the... hang on, let's get back to the GWA screen. Hoyarg! Ooh, that's a fun little zoom in. Hiya! There we go. And let me get Notepad back up. There. Now, I need to write in here the new names that we just saw. Let me close the interact wheel thing. Actually, I need to bring up the Wheel of Fate screen over here. Okay. So in the one corner we have a Team Pink, and a Suzuki, and Omega, and Kylie Ray. So I need to eliminate Kylie Ray from the junior one. So, okay, I can remember to do that. Britt Baker as well won't be on the junior one. Hayabusa won't be on it. Hiya. Keith. And Angle. Wow. So that's our world #1 contender 8-person matchup. So we need to find opponents for Brett, opponents for Abyss, an opponent for Takahashi. Before we do the opponents for any of those, though, let's determine our second 8-person heavy-duty tag team match. Let me get the... Oh, weird. Hang on. Go back to... Where do I need to put you? You go there. You drop out of this. Okay, let's get Notepad out of the way. I gotta go back to studio mode while I build this wheel real quick. Interact with you. Boink. And now I must delete everyone that is not a junior heavyweight from this thing. Hey! It's gonna be a significant amount of names here. Shouldn't take too long. Just bear with me. So you Stan. Well, we'll put Stan Hansen in a singles match since they'll be making their roster debut. That should be fun. My initial thought, and I don't know why, is Stan Hansen, Mike Awesome. But that's just probably me wanting to put Mike Awesome against everybody. 1 second. Just fixing some of the names here. I don't need to put that they're junior heavyweights when the entire wheel is junior heavyweights. So we're just getting rid of that distinction, and we are ready to go with this here wheel. Huzzah. Close that real quick. What happens if I just do this? Oh, wow. All right, it keeps me where I want to be. But where I want to be now, watch this. That's me in this corner. Hoya! Now I'm down here. Oh, let me delete these teams. Okay, so we've already determined the heavyweight teams. So we can delete those. Live on air. And as you can see, significantly fewer names on our wheel as it's just the junior heavyweight competitors, as we are filling out the World Championship #1 or the Junior Heavyweight Championship #1 contendership side of things. Let me go ahead and interact with the ye old Wheel of Fate and spin, spin, spin for our first winner. Here we go. Captaining the Blue Squad in the Junior Heavyweight title contention matchup from the Squared Circle K, Chris Statlander. Modest applause. Oh, I can move that all out of the way? That's fun. Let me just remove your name and put you down here. I got a lot of windows open within OBS itself. Chris. Now captaining the Red Squad. Doodly 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 doodly. Oh. Just scoots over to the speedball. Alright, Mike Bailey. Captaining the Red Team. Just missed Jungle Boy, one of our newer roster members. Hang on. Team 2. Ice Ball. Speedball. Mac Bailey. Alright. Now joining Chris Statlander on Team Blue. It's... Oh, it. The aforementioned Jungle Boy. About to be referenced as J-Boy. J-Boy. And that can be a gimmick later. Now that he's all heartbroken that Christian turned on him, he turns to the plants of his native jungle for solace and becomes J-Boy. I'll leave you to figure out what the J stands for. Badoop! Okay. We have to remove Jungle Boy. We're ready for our next partner to be announced as Serena Deeb. Woo! Woo! Joining Speedball Mike Bailey on the red team. Couple more names to draw here. A lot of these junior heavyweights gotta be counting their lucky stars. All of them had twice the opportunity that the heavyweights did, because everyone was also involved in the world heavyweight wheel. Those that got picked got that opportunity, and the remainder, their odds got better because that cut down the number of junior heavyweights on this wheel. So it increased their odds of getting picked for this, as we now see Becky Lynch joining Chris Statlander and Jungle Boy in this matchup. Boink. I think I did that right. Yeah. Looking for a partner for Speedball and Serena Deeb. Come on down. Ooh, just ticks over to Flamita. From Shawn Michaels Heartbreakers. Flamita. I don't even care if it doesn't fit. Oh, it does. I do care now. All right, final member of Team Blue about to be decided. Here we go. Will it be one of the 3 blue names on the wheel? Oh, it certainly won't. Emi Sakura. She will chop you. Oh, and she's been in a heated rivalry with Becky Lynch lately. That's very interesting. I wonder how those two shall coexist. Knowing that there's a junior heavyweight title shot on the line, Becky, a former junior champion. Emi Sakura would love to get her hands on that title belt. But to do so, she's got to get along with one of her biggest rivals. And then on the other end of things, I think Speedball's a former GWA junior champion. Serena Deeb has held the Ring of Honor junior championship. And I can't quite remember Flamita has had a title run with the junior belt. So if I can't quite remember it, it probably didn't happen. As we now determine their final partner. Ooh, Kevin Blackwood from the Black Moon Fight Club. That's good. He's perpetually upset with his booking, so he's involved in this heavy-duty 8-way matchup. Maybe that'll make him happier. That's it. Unfortunately, these are your junior heavyweights left out. They will sit on the wheel of fate in shame until we need it next. Oop, let me get my microphone better positioned. All right. Well, I'm going to cheat real quick and just write these down in my text file without having to tab over first. It's a lot quicker this way, believe me. Emi Sakura, there's the blue team written out. Mike Bailey, Serena Deeb, Flamita, and Blackwood, or Kevin. I'm just put Kevin. It's not going to be Kevin Owens. The other Kevin. Huzzah! Love that zoom. Back out we go. Okay, so we did our hire. We can put them in a singles match now. Yeah, let me bring up the notepad just to keep everybody abreast. Doink! So there. We have Shohei with us already. They already agreed to show up, so we're going to book them against Sakuraba for the Noah belt in the... Whoa! Easy there, Kurasa. We're going to put them in the opening match for the Noah Championship because we're trying to get the belt back to Noah. And then we have our junior #1 contender 8-way established. We have our world #1 contender 8-way established. And that means all of these title belts survived. Actually, in addition to that, the tag belts can be on the line because William Regal and Kyle O'Reilly, neither of them were selected for either of the other championship opportunities. So we can put the tag belts on the line. So it's basically, yeah, basically 3 singles matches that I want to book here. Here, as represented, quite simply, by question mark versus question mark for now. And then, just based on the way this looks already, I feel like I can put maybe the tag match here-ish. So we do singles, multi, couple of singles, tag, single, single, multi, single, single. Just try to break it up a little bit. That feels a little better. Let me read the number real quick, just to keep things straight. And yeah, we'll put Stan Hansen in a match here. He's a babyface, so we'll put Stan Hansen on the babyface side of things. We got to find an opponent for them. I was thinking Mike Awesome, so This is how you book with your gut. So we need a Bret Hart contender from DDT. We need Abyss needs a Hall of Fame contender from somewhere on the roster. Done. Ahmed Johnson versus Abyss for the Hall of Fame championship in your main event. We'll bring in somebody to face Bret Hart for the DDT title. We'll figure out a junior contender here for Takahashi. So one of these matches should be in the junior division for sure. This one. Match number 4, we'll book a junior division match. Let me take a look at the roster. Behind the booking sheet. Okay, let's take a look. Nope, none of that. Oh, I don't think I checked who was unhappy with their pay. Maybe I'll leave that alone for now. Oops, I don't want promotion stats. Wrestler stats, please. Okay, Sakuraba, as we said, is only here to drop the Noah belts, so don't worry about them. Darby, like, perennially gets a title shot, so we're gonna kind of hold off on that. Jungle Boy got involved in the big one. Kylie Rae's involved. Bailey's involved. I wouldn't mind doing a Rey Fenix singles match, perhaps. Rey Fenix, whom, though? Let's see over here. They're involved. Rey Fenix, Kairi Sane sounds fun. Flamina's already booked. Luna's been hurting for a singles match, too. Maybe we'll do Rey Fenix, Luna Vachon. That's an interesting style clash, so let's try that. Okay, so Rey Fenix and they're both baby faces, but that's fine. Rey Fenix in the babyface slot, Luna Vachon in de slot, de facto heel, or you know, she's stable affiliated, so that's fine. So we need a contender for Takahashi's Legends Junior belts. So who do we think should get a title shot at our secondary junior belt? Yohei's kind of been in that position before, hasn't really capitalized on it. Bullocks are already our world junior champion on the run of their career with that stomach claw. Sakura's getting a shot at the good belt. Oops, wrong promotion. Let's see. Let's get to the stables again. Booked. Ballard booked. Yeah, I might do Kairi Sane there instead. Very successful athlete. Wouldn't put it past him. Oh, I might give Luna the shot. Just to, again, keep them happy. No, I already gave them the match. Never mind. Blackwood's already booked. O'Reilly's going to be involved in the tag match. Yeah, we're going to go Kairi Sane. Easy peasy. Kairi Sane versus Hiromu Takahashi for the Legends Junior title. This is how we put things together. So we need another singles match in the heavyweight division. First, let's get a tag team. You know who survived? Here we go. This is Shawn Michaels and the Heartbreakers are, especially under Shawn Michaels, are obsessed with getting all the gold. Abyss has the Hall of Fame championship there. I mean, they're going to put the gold on the line, but they're obsessed with getting it one way or the other. Everyone else is kind of involved in matches, so let's get Shawn Michaels and Scott Hall together and give them a tag team title shot. So that just leaves somebody from DDT to bring in to face Bret Hart, and one final singles match to book. Let me take a look. This could be anybody. So let me get the notepad out of the way. And let's get back to our roster. Just look at everybody. So Johnson, you're getting the shot against Abyss later. Okay, let's just take a look. Who's sort of not involved? Kobashi doesn't have anything going on. We have, like, it's crazy. We have, like, such Hall of Fame talent just chilling. Hanson, like, I hope Hanson impresses against Mike Awesome. I'm not expecting him to win because, wow, look at that. He's to A and S just by joining us. That's amazing. Wow, and an A trust. Must be because we gave him a $1,000 raise just for setting foot in the door. Okay, so I thought he'd be harder to win over, but he's fine. Let's see. Kobashi Brody might be fun for a nice Haas match. Kobashi Moxley. I mean, Moxley Hanson eventually will be fun if Hanson sticks around. It's hard to tell with the age, you know. Wonder what belt Suzuki has, because it's certainly not one of ours. Uh-oh. I don't have them written down on my list of wayward champions. I'll figure that out later. That's funny. They must be part of some team somewhere. Ah, jeez. Let's see. I could do Rollins, Moxley, former Shield explodes. I kind of want to do Kobashi somebody. So let me just put Kobashi in the face side of the matchup, which means it'll be easier if I now pick a heel for him to face. No, Punk's busy. It's either Moxley or Rollins, I think. Let's see. We'll go Rollins because they got lots more popularity, so that'll bring more people in. Okay, Seth Rollins. Seuss. I wrote Seth Rollins versus Kenta Kobashi, which just means we need to bring somebody in from DDT to face Bret Hart, and then we can put this card together. Finally, an hour into the stream. Okay. Oh, let's just double check. Yeah, okay. I didn't do raises last time, so I got to do that quick. Sorry, everybody. All right, if you're angry, get in line for your baby raise. What are you making? Okay, there you go. Records and health, personal advice. Oh, let's give Mike Awesome a raise before his new high-profile match with Stan Hansen. Hey, so you talked to your boss Raven about his pay, huh? Oh, you just need to make slightly more than your boss, huh? I won't tell him if you won't. There we go. Okay. Oop, sorry. Gotta check the records first. Hayabusa? Like, literally everyone in Raven's stable is like, this is it. Collectively, it's the month where we all get raises. Everybody hand in. Count of 3. Break. Oh, all right. Welcome to the 6,000 Air Club, Hayabusa. Okay. Now let me guess. Does Taz have an issue? Oh, Eddie Guerrero has one instead. Okay. Taz don't care. Taz is just here to throw people around. Eddie, leader of our Heat business. Oof. Look at that popularity. Look at that attack and defense. Man, we got to get him in the world title picture at some point. Okay. I think it's time for Eddie to ascend. Let's see. Oops. Again, I got to check the records and help first. Don't be a dum-dum. Personal. Keith Lee wants more money. Of course, there's going to be all these people that I need booked. Hi. Suzuki isn't 1/3 of the... No. It's, yeah, it's the Squared Circle K that have the trios belts. I don't know what belt Suzuki has. I gotta have to corner him in the locker room and get him to fork it over. Give me that belt. I gotta bring it back to whomever it actually belongs to. Stang wants more money. World champ. You got it, pal. Where are you, buddy? Hi. Trust only at a B. I mean, they're still actually fairly new with the company. There you go. That's world title level, he says, not letting you see the salaries of the other members of the roster, some of which are making 20 grand a month. Okay. Anybody else? Starting to lose trust in you. It's complicated. There's 50 of them. You can't keep everybody, like, peak happy. Okay. See, if it's a part of a team, I'll never know. So I'm just going to scan... Oh! Suzuki's the Hall of Fame champion. It's not Abyss. Okay. Well, Ahmed Johnson's still getting the shot, though. Well, that's easy. Okay. I forgot to update my, Forgot to update my, you know, text file. No problem. Minoru Suzuki. 17th Hall of Fame champion, apparently dethroning Abyss, who dethroned Bret Hart at the request of Shawn Michaels, who was himself dethroned by Bret. Okay, I get that now. I'm caught up on my own title history. Still running Ahmed Johnson. Wait, that takes Minoru Suzuki out of the CM Punk match. I'm gonna do a straight up, like a straight substitution. I'm going to put Abyss in where Minoru Suzuki was, since Suzuki's already a champion. That's the easiest and quickest way to do it. Break. Done. Okay. Oh, that could have been a disaster. Everybody else still fine where they need to be? These are our defunct promotions that we've taken the belts of. So we're okay there. And then up here is us. Yeah, that's all good. Alright, Damian Priest, your WWE champion. That's probably my fault too. Okay. I need to invite someone from DDT in to face Bret Hart, and then we can book our show. Daisuke Sasaki seems to be back up on his feet. He's usually hurt. Man, have they ever lost a lot of people? I feel like they had like 20 when they started. Interesting. Sure. Let's bring in Kazusada Higuchi. He's sort of their heavyweight prospect. Mind you, he's 38, but he's, you know, fairly recent to wrestling in the past like 5-10 years. Here we go. Sure thing. All right. So that'll be Higuchi, Bret Hart, Kazusada Higuchi versus Bret Hart. And now we can book. Standard event. We're gonna run this in America. We'll see how we do it. The $20 ticket price for the 40,000 seater, and then we'll go from there. Let me just check my rule set real quick in case I changed anything in my last card. Sometimes I do that for no DQ matches or whatever. Nope, we're all good. So we can start with our title fights. The Hall of Fame Championship on the line. Minoru Suzuki against the hand-picked challenger, Ahmed Johnson. Heck yeah. Can Ahmed Johnson Pearl River plunge his way to the Hall of Fame Championship? In our semi-main, we got Bret Hart in the DDT belt against our buddy, Kazusada Higuchi. I like that the laces match on that one, so let's do that one. Okay, next title fight is for the Legends Junior belt, which will hang out right there. Takahashi Kairi Sane. There you go. Boop. Oh, we have a tag title match to do right about, where do I have it? In the fifth match? Okay, Regal and O'Reilly versus Shawn Michaels and Scott Hall. Let's do that, black and white. And do you have black and white NWO gear? You do? Oh, cool, it says NWO and Everton. There you go. Against the Click. And in our opening match, we're going to put that Noah belt on the line. Hang on. So, let's get our title matches all sorted. Sakuraba. We are desperate to get the belt back to Pro Wrestling Noah. I don't know if Shohei Taniguchi is going to be the guy to do it. But, here we go. Interesting. Alternate costumes. I'm going to go with this, just because the pants are a little fancier. Slightly fancier pants. Okay, we're about half full with all our title fights. I'm going to fill out the rest of the card. Starting with our first 8-man tag. So this is the red corner. So this is starting with team captain and first person in the ring. Britt Baker. DMD. Ooh, in her Iron Woman attire. Trimmed with gold. See if we can not necessarily have matching attire, but at least coordinate a little bit. In comes Hayabusa. Oh, it's got a gold trim. Let's go with that. Gold trim. Hayabusa. And their partner, Keith Lee. House of Misery having to team up with some Squared Circle K here. Keith Lee coming in. You don't have anything that matches, but whatever. Nice and bright, at least. And oh yeah, Kurt Angle. Wow. This thing got this team got real strong in the back end here. Kurt Angle. Another guy that's sort of been chasing all sorts of gold in this promotion. Not quite the success you would expect from a wrestler the caliber of a Kurt Angle. But there's one team there. What a squad. And in the blue corner, we already know that CM Punk is your captain. So let's just get over here. CM Punk. No long boys tonight. Let's go Chicago flag. Abyss subbing for Minoru Suzuki, who we thought was champion. Whoops. Whoops! Let's go Inmate Abyss. Kenny Omega. Your next contestant here. Kenny Omega, are you finally heavyweight? Oh good, we turned you to a heavyweight finally. Kenny Omega with 4 attires from his AEW World Title run. I'm gonna go with that one. Go with the last one. And Kylie Ray. Okay. Smiley Kylie coming in with her Pokemon gear. There. Let's do her Pikachu outfit with the black boots. Okay. couple of real interesting squads there. So that's the last half of the card up to the 6th match. So this would be coming back from break if it were me booking a 10-match show. And you come back with a nice beefy heavyweight match. Match number 5 here is going to be Kenta Kobashi, Seth Rollins. Heel section. Over here for Seth. Go. So we got 3 more singles to book. What did I mess up here? Oh, that's not right. We have to do the other contenders first, or eventually. So let's do the junior contender one. 8-man. All right. Captain by. We're getting a lot of people booked on this show, at least. For Statlander, everyone but Okada is booked for the Squared Circle K today, it seems. Came in with Jungle Boy. Babyface ranks. Jungle Boy. Coming in, oh, hang on. Hey, Feli, sorry. See, I just was like, wait a minute, I don't hear any beeping from chat. There it is. Dream match, Ahmed Johnson versus Ron Simmons Liver. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Is that revenge for the kidney damage that Farouk caused Ahmed Johnson in '96? Not just Ahmed being real clumsy and overextending himself as a big man. No reason Ahmed Johnson should have been flying over the top rope in '96, but heck of a way to stand out. Okay, Jungle Boy, their partner, Becky Lynch. Switching the black attire. And their partner, there we go, now I can hear things beeping and booping. Ah, and chief rival to Becky Lynch currently, Emi Sakura. It's a real good Emi Sakura. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was kidney. Like, I'm kind of watching that era. I'm pretty sure, like, I think it was kidney surgery. It might have been liver. 3 broken ribs, for sure, for sure. Was it a laceration to the liver? I might remember that because of the alliteration. Might have been a lacerated liver. Anyway. Speedball Mike Bailey, come on down as the captain of Team 2 here. Red Squad. Yeah, see? Okay. We got there eventually. It's funny, no? You watch something for decades and try to remember as much as you can, but some things still slip through. There's always so much of it. Mike Bailey teaming up with the woman of 1,000 holds, Serena Deeb. Look at that, Straight Edge Society attire. Okay, put her in her second outfit. Laceration to the liver. Doing well, buddy. Hope you're having a good one, too. We are very much taking our time working on one show today. But it's going to be a biggie. We're determining some #1 contenders. We got 5 title belts on the line. Be a good one. All right, Flamita. Man, the Heartbreakers did really well today. Everybody got booked. Flamita. What's your most fun attire? I would say this is arguably more fun, but I'm gonna go with the pink. Lacerated Liver is gonna be your death metal band name. Love it. We're Lacerated Liver. Just don't do the Manson thing where you got to cut yourself every show. Like, just don't carve up your tummy every show. That's all I ask. I mean, it would kind of be on brand, but. All right, and then Kevin Blackwood from the Black Moon Fight Club. Okay. Let's give them a slightly different attire. All right. Oh, I think we did that, and then we gave, yeah. We did that to give a singles match to Luna, who we said is perpetually unhappy. See, she's still got to trust D. She's not really happy with her role, so we're trying to give her a singles match to make her a little happier. And that's going to be against Rey Fenix. Is that a S Trust? They love us. Rey Fenix. Luna Vachon. Interesting styles clashed here. And to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of expecting Rey Fenix to win, but who knows? We'll see. It's a pretty good Luna. And then we've already filled the sucker at 20 bucks a head with 9 matches booked. Now to put him over the top with the debut of the newest wrestler here in the GWA. Throw up your Texas Longhorns. Stan the Lariat Hansen. Let's take a look at the differences here. Oh, the difference is the hair. Watch this. Haircut. Haircut. Oh, and wrist tape. Let's go with that. Haircut and wrist tape. Gotta look snazzy for his debut. And for whatever reason, the first person I thought to put Stan Hansen against, like, wouldn't be great. I've never seen it. Did it ever happen? Stan Hansen, Mike Awesome. We're going to put him in his gladiator getup. Oh no, we'll just put some elbow pads on him. Okay. Got a full house of 40K. Let's see if I can. Let's see what I can do in the 65,000 seat arena. 52. I mean, I can cover my costs if I do that with the biggest arena in the game. I'm gonna do that just to have more people see it. So we got 5 title matches. We get those 2 huge 8-person contender matches. I'm gonna be calling those more as a fan than I am like, because you know they're kind of canon and they're kind of non-canon because again they're like mismatched teams. Things are just gonna happen. All right, we sold it out at 10 bucks a head, 65,000 screaming fans. After we sold out 50,000 in the 40,000 seater, we're like, nah, we're gonna move this up to a bigger arena to accommodate the ravenous GWA fans. So that's all booked. Oh, maybe in a CZW, sure. I don't know if Stan Hansen would ever have like, I don't know. I don't know if he would have walked into a CZW locker room and been like, yeah, I'm gonna work here. But who knows? Let's see. Merch. We do have 65,000. Let's do 20,000 snacks. I don't know. I just can't picture Stan Hansen having like a real meaningful conversation with John Danzig. But whatever. Or Zandig, excuse me. But that's just me. All right, we're gonna do 10,000 shirts. We got 65,000 people here. We got a lot of titles on the line. 10,000 shirts, 10,000 towels, 10,000 photos. It's expensive, and we do not have television sponsorship, so we are very much relying on moving some merch here. We're gonna create some artificial scarcity and do like just a run of 5,000 DVDs, Blu-rays, get them while you can. Same with the action figures. We'll do 10, but same with the action figures in general. And masks, I'm gonna do 3 because these are hard to move outside of Mexico. So, full stock, all our merchandise. We get 20 grand in sponsorship and no broadcast rights anywhere, which is a real bummer. I'm not gonna send anybody anywhere because it's already been over an hour of booking this thing. So let me just double check the card. Yep, Shohei Sakuraba for the Noah title. 8-way. I can bring it up on screen if it's not already. Boop. Okay, Shohei Sakuraba. We get the 4-on-4 to determine the #1 contender for Bill Bullock for next week's show. Stan Hansen, Mike Awesome, Rey Fenix, Luna Vachon. Shawn Michaels, Scott Hall versus William Regal and Kyle O'Reilly for the tag belts. Kobashi Rollins, Kairi Sane, Takahashi for the Legends Junior title. the #1 contender 8-person for the world belt. They'll face Sting next week. Higuchi Brett for the DDT. And then Ahmed Johnson, Minoru Suzuki for the Hall of Fame title. What a fun show. Coming your way momentarily. Let me just save once more, just out of habit. Oh, that's okay, Felly. Happy to have you join us regardless. Hope you stay safe during that storm. Actually, Juice and I were sort of discussing that. I'm so, like, there's an extreme heat warning where I live. There is, yeah, there's a storm warning where Juice is, and we're all sort of prepping. I'm hoping to get through this one show and get the stream out there. I mean, so far so good, knock on wood. But, okay, so in Celsius, it is 35 outside and feels like 45. And if I run that through the mental math, feeling like 45 is 113 Fahrenheit. So that's what it feels like outside my front door right now. 113, which I think is a little roasty. So staying inside where the AC is. All right. I mean, up here in space, obviously. Wink. Okay, we only have one person, 2 people actually. One volunteered to show up and the other we hired. So let's see if those 2 people can show up for work. 102 in the kitchen. Woof. Is that just your fever or the kitchen itself? I tease. I tease. All right. Everybody show up, please. Good sign if it just gives us the May event screen, but let's see if everybody showed up and all the matches are available. Yep, 1 to 10. Love it. Okay. That will do it. Okay, let me save this with everyone arrived. 65,000 strong in the stands. And coming up first, we have Kazushi Sakuraba defending the Noah Championship, known in the real world as the GHC heavyweight title, against Shohei Taniguchi. We are desperate to get Noah their belt back. It's been like dormant and in the like free agency pool around Sakuraba's waist for like probably 3 or 4 years of in-game like Wrestle Universe. So the problem is Sakuraba is a stone cold killer. Let's see if Taniguchi has any way they can reverse that trend and get the belt back to Pro Wrestling Noah. Down to the ring we go for the first match of the day. An hour and 15 minutes or so into the broadcast. As always, the creature on feature, Mr. Bigfoot, the senior official here in the GWA, calling for the bell, and we are underway. And like we said, Sakuraba wasting no time, the Gracie killer, the Gracie hunter. Not the most fan-friendly style, all business. The MMA legend going to work on any limb he can grab of Shohei Taniguchi. Taniguchi trying to win and return the GHC Championship to Pro Wrestling Noah. Sakuraba taking full advantage of his GWA contract. He is contracted to our organization for the duration of his Noah title run. The second he drops that belt, we're dropping him like a sack of rotten potatoes. But as you can tell by the ferocity of his attack in the opening couple of minutes here, it's going to be easier said than done getting the belt off this guy. As he's just wailing away at his opponent and has been doing so for the entire duration of the matchup here. Quite the clinic on display as he wails away. Referee might stop this thing. Taniguchi yet to get an offensive maneuver in. Oh, there we go. Finally a counter to one of the mount position. Oh, God, and immediately into a rear naked choke from Sakuraba. Relentless. It's like your buddy made a caw. Like made a creator wrestler that was just built to destroy everybody in the game. And thy name is Sakuraba. A tall task for any athlete to try to return the Noah title to its home promotion. As we said, Sakuraba just grabs a limb and pulls until the match is over. Bit of a wear down move there by Taniguchi. Unable to get any sort of like combination offense off on the other side of things. Oh, nice counter there finally out of Taniguchi. A little bit of life, but Sakuraba right back to the limbs. 5 minutes into this one, and I don't think it's going to see the 10-minute mark, if I have to be honest here. Unless Shohei Taniguchi turns things around in a big bad way, roll through on the heel hook from Sakuraba. As I say that. An absolute MMA clinic out of Sakuraba. Like, if pro wrestling were real, this is probably how you would probably need to approach it. Fighting for your life each and every second you're in there. Center of the ring now. Back into that ankle lock, giving it all he's got. Only a matter of time here for Taniguchi, who has mounted very little in the way of resistance. Nicely done backdrop suplex, looking to turn things around immediately into a cover. It's a solid 1 count on Sakuraba. Maybe Taniguchi is hoping Sakuraba wears himself down, constantly wailing on his opponent, but nah. As another ankle lock seals the deal. And Kazuchi Sakuraba retains the Noah Championship in your opener. Something of a foregone conclusion there, but heel hold. Okay. Nice try, Shohei Taniguchi. But, not quite there. Not quite there. Kazuchi Sakuraba, you son of a gun. This might be a situation where I have to play as Sakuraba's opponent just to get the belt off him. Bum bum bum. The ultimate swerve. The ultimate screw job. Literally playing as the opponent. Okay. We weren't expecting much of it in way of audience satisfaction either. I'm happy it crawled into the 70s. But the experiment continues. One day we'll get that belt off of Sakuraba, as we desperately need to. But turning our attention to the Junior Championship, we're about to crown ourselves the #1 contender. We have an 8-person tag team matchup, 4-a-side. We got a blue corner and a red corner. In the blue corner, Chris Statlander captaining a squad that consists of Jungle Boy, Becky Lynch, and Emi Sakura, against Speedball Mike Bailey's team of Serena Deeb, Flamita, and Kevin Blackwood. Quite the mixed pairings here. The winner of the fall, the #1 contender for the GWA Junior belt. Let me get myself out of the way. Hoya! Before the match starts. Thank you very much for strolling down the gnarly wrestling aisle this afternoon. We're here most Thursdays. Just about a handful of them in our 2 years or so. I'm doing wrestling every Thursday. Time may change, but we try to get a broadcast out. As you see, the red corner, the only one that didn't get the memo to dress in black, apparently, Flamita, in that nice pink attire. Speedball Mike Bailey backing Chris Statlander, the other team captain, into the corner. Statlander captaining Team Blue. Not that that matters too much. You are saddled with the partners that were randomly chosen with a spin of the wheel. All sort of thinking individually and working as a team. You want to be on the victorious team for the winner's share of the purse, but you want to be the one in the ring at the time of the successful decision, because that means you are the #1 contender for the junior title and get to face Bill Bullock and his dreaded stomach claw at our next event. See a tag out. Emi Sakura in the matchup for the first time. Incredible that we didn't see any bickering between her and Becky Lynch as they stood next to one another on the apron there. Quite a heated rivalry in our junior heavyweight division currently ongoing in the GWA. Sakura and Becky Lynch forced to be tag team partners tonight, with an opportunity at the richest prize in the junior division on the line. Look at that, and even a tag between the two, and a double drop kick. Some unexpected teamwork there. Likely a relationship built on mutual respect. As we said, they're quite the fierce rivals. So we see Flamita in for the first time, representing the Heartbreakers. Received a tag from Blackwood, who we should mention is a member of the Black Moon Fight Club, headed by world champion Sting. A #1 contender to Sting's GWA world title will be crowned before the night is through here. It's our first of 2 #1 contender fights. Multi-person matches. I'd love for this to be an 8-way elimination, but this is the closest we can get to that in Fire Promoter. Nice Bexploder suplex to Flamita. Thinks about it for a second, thought about tagging out. Goes for a pin that's on the wrong part of the ring, knowing that Flamita would get the opportunity to kick out immediately, and then opts for the tag. As you can see, like, Becky Lynch not quite used to being a tag team competitor, having to balance those individual needs with the needs of the team. Nice snap suplex there. Jungle Boy versus Serena Deeb now in the ring. Reminder, the individual who scores the winning pinfall or submission, #1 contender to Bill Bullock. The other 7 individuals disappointed, some more so than others. The teammates of the winner get the winner's share of the purse. So at least some consolation for not winning the big prize up for grabs in this one, and that being the #1 contendership. So pride, money, and power on the line as usual here in this pro wrestling contest. Deeb and Jungle Boy now trading holds. Deeb looking to position Jungle Boy for something. Here we go, off the ropes. Nope. Jungle Boy able to duck that clothesline. Wrong part of town for Jungle Boy here. Finds himself in the red corner, corrects that mistake. And another tag out to Becky Lynch for the blue corner and Kevin Blackwood for the red. Nice clip of the knee there from Blackwood. Perfectly legal in a professional wrestling match. Don't let me catch you doing that in a football game. Trying to bust up the knee of Becky Lynch for that leg bar. His signature submission hold. Becky Lynch's signature submission, the Disarm Her. Might be time to rename it the Disarm Them. With a smile, perhaps. Disarm You. And so we have no gender divide here. In the GWA, nice Tiger Driver there. Blackwood to Lynch. Try to isolate Becky Lynch now in the red corner. Smart strategy. Trying to keep one of your opponents there. But the momentum begins to shift even a little bit. Fresh tags on either side. And now Captain Speedball Mike Bailey of the Red Squad facing Emi Sakura from the blue. Nice chop. She will chop you. Straight into that Boston Crab from Sakura. Oh, and now chopped down by Blackwood. Nice back elbow by Speedball Mike Bailey off the ropes. Oof. Elevated drop kick to the back of the head of Sakura. She's seen enough, trying to get to her corner. Bailey trying to cut her off with this strike battle. Sakura settling the argument for the moment. Allows her to tag out to Chris Statlander. As we approach 15 minutes in this 8-person contest. This quad squad matchup for the #1 contendership to the World Junior title. Currently held by GWA original Bill Bullock, the last of a dying breed, if I'm to borrow a nickname from Eddie Kingston. Oh, hang on. Serenity Lock from Serena Deeb. Deep into the red corner. Sakura has to go all the way across the ring, but able to break that up. It is in your best interest to help your partners out here. You don't have an opportunity to pick up the pinfall or submission victory if your team loses. So some strange bedfellows, as we mentioned, Becky Lynch and Emi Sakura in a heated rivalry at the moment, but working quite well as teammates in this one, knowing what's on the line. Nice swinging neckbreaker there from Jungle Boy, trying to swing the momentum back in his team's favor. Follows it up with a snap suplex, getting a couple of moves in a row. Good way to widen that gap. Oh, no. Nice counter there from Deeb, able to tag in Blackwood. Round and round he goes, and then he spikes Jungle Boy with a DDT. Shades of Dwayne Johnson on that maneuver. Quick leg sweep by Jungle Boy. Thought he may have been thinking snare trap. Goes back to that snap suplex, but Blackwood, first one back to his feet, rolled through that snap suplex, but Jungle Boy trying to get back on the offense with that huge clothesline. Back and forth these two go. Blackwood backed up into his own corner. Jungle Boy won that strike battle, but still thought better of things. In comes Emi Sakura, missing wildly with a drop kick. Blackwood scoring with that kick to the midsection. Emi Sakura crumples to the mat, and in comes Flamita for the red corner. What a chop from another he must have been a former champ. Let me just check my records real quick. I don't remember him being champ, but let me just check and see that he's been at like a bajillion times or something silly. He actually hasn't. Flamita has not been a champion. I was correct. Okay, so Flamita has not held it. I believe he may have been a tag champ at some point, or at least contended for. Anyway, back to the match at hand at the 20-minute mark. Oh, muscle buster into a chin crusher across the knees there from Flamita. Has a few moves out of that muscle buster position that are absolutely devastating. Never quite been to the top of the mountain, as my records just indicate. Manhandle slam by Becky Lynch. What teamwork from the two rivals. Becky Lynch almost scoring the victory there. Flamita able to escape it too. Trying to chop his way to freedom here is Flamita. Super kick. Lynch absorbs it, able to drop with that clothesline and prevent him from making the tag. Can't get back to her feet quick enough though. In comes Serena Deeb. Things starting to heat up in the post 20-minute mark here. Look for a lot more submission attempts as they get a lot deadlier 20 minutes plus in a contest. The cat and mouse being played there as this thing's breaking down a little bit. Oh! I just saw Becky Lynch caught with a maneuver by Flamita there. Meanwhile, Sakura's caught in that leg bar by Blackwood. We talked about it earlier. That's his signature submission maneuver. Lynch and Serena Deeb, your legal fighters, going tooth and claw here. Winner's share of the purse and #1 contendership on the line for the GWA Junior title. Center of the ring, disarmer by Becky Lynch to Serena Deeb. Oh, Mike Bailey's in there quickly. Saves the pin, but pays for it. Triple team demolition style to speedball Mike Bailey, center of the ring. Lynch tagging out to Jungle Boy. Perfectly legal for her to lock the disarmer on Serena Deeb. And very interesting of Becky Lynch to apply that maneuver when she's not the legal fighter. Jungle Boy with a great opportunity here if he can get the snare trap locked in soon. Oh gosh, the arms of Serena Deeb limp at her sides as she somehow gets to the corner, and in comes Blackwood. A serious advantage for the blue team here, as it looks like Serena Deeb is down a couple limbs. Nice cutter by Blackwood, but Jungle Boy back to his feet. Roll through into the leg bar. Blackwood could steal this here. Jungle Boy in a world of hurt, but he manages to escape. Super kick. Nice counter there by Blackwood. Jungle Boy unable to string a number of moves together. It's kind of the key to turning the momentum to your favor in this matchup, in this league, in this wonderful world of pro wrestling we visit each and every Thursday. Blackwood in a sticky situation, able to fight his way free. In comes speedball Mike Bailey. Now the two captains once again legal in this matchup. And now it's the red team's turn to inflict some damage to a member of Team Blue. That knee bar by Blackwood as Bailey waited for Statlander to stand once more. Statlander with a stomp off the ropes, trying to show no ill effects from that earlier leg bar. Two captains once again in the ring facing one another here. Speedball working the midsection. Nice kick combination there, catching Statlander side of the jaw. Now got her all the way over into the red corner of the ring. Scissor kick by Statlander out of nowhere into the cover, but wrong part of town. Pin attempt broken up at one. Mike Bailey with a spin kick to the back of the head. As we approach the 30-minute mark in this one, Statlander and Bailey center of the ring. Drop kick sends Statlander into the red corner. Smartly done by Chris to get across to the blue. Tags out to Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch in there against Mike Bailey. Manhandle slam into the pin. Two and oh, Bailey just rolls the shoulder. Oh God.
What a double underhook backbreaker to Becky Lynch from Flamita. Gets up dazed. Doesn't realize, oh now she does, that Blackwood is legal. Exploder to Kevin Blackwood. Two submission specialists in the ring now. Blackwood will be looking for that leg and knee bar. Becky Lynch, that disarm her arm bar variation. First one to hit their bar gets the win and a gold star. Nice snap suplex by Becky Lynch there to Kevin Blackwood. A lot of fight left in a lot of these competitors. Serena Deeb, the only one really the worse for wear as far as we can tell. Off the ropes goes Blackwood. Nice high back body drop from Lynch. That'll keep Blackwood disoriented at least momentarily. Butterfly suplex. Lynch rolls through. In comes Statlander. Blackwood once again dropped to the canvas. Oh my God! Blackwood stealing! Statlander's own finish, but the wrong part of town. Becky Lynch saving the matchup. Statlander spike with her own pile drive variation finish. And now a scissor kick to the head of Blackwood. For his hubris. Into the cover. Oh, just rolls the shoulder. As you saw all the team members in to defend their friend. Small package. That's broken up by Team Red as well. Oh, Jungle Boy getting that Orange Crush Muscle Buster style. Big black hole slam by Statlander to Blackwood now. Scrambling to the corner to get Bailey tagged back in. Nice combination of offense there out of the two. Quick trip by Statlander. Looking to stay on offense here. Another big black hole slam, this one to Speedball. Into the cover again, wrong side of the ring though. Oh, got him! Chris Statlander! After the black hole slam, captain on captain, oh captain, my captain. Chris Statlander pinning Speedball. And we got ourselves a #1 contender. After a wild one. All right. 98%. Love it. Do-do-do-do-do. That was a heck of a matchup. Competitive all the way through. Hopefully we can say the same. There's a next contest. Let me just pencil in. Hang on, I'm checking the next. So we have Chris Statlander versus Bill Bullock for the junior belt. That'll be at our next show, so I'm just going to pencil that in. And we're also going to determine our contender for Sting, so let me write that in as well. Felt good about that. What a contest. All right, coming up, we have the debut of a new talent here in the GWA. We said goodbye to Drew McIntyre and hello to Stan the Lariat Hansen, who we were going to put in the ring across Mike Awesome from Raven's House of Misery. Let's see if he can make Stan Hansen's debut miserable. That's it. That's all you get. Mr. Bigfoot, the only referee qualified to officiate the level of brutality and violence that the GWA athletes bring to their contests. The only referee capable. And so we're happy to have them once again calling the action. Stan Hansen, the mustachioed gentleman with the blue knee pads. Mike Awesome, the mulleted gentleman, dressed in all black. Mike Awesome will be looking for a variation of the power bomb, what he calls his awesome bombs, and he has a score of them, each more impressive than the last. And as the nickname might indicate, Stan the Lariat Hansen, near legally blind though he is going to try to take your head off with a left arm clothesline, also known as a lariat, the Western Lariat. And that is true. Stan was very nearsighted, practically blind without his glasses, obviously didn't wrestle in his glasses, and has a career-long reputation as being a real stiff competitor in the ring. And that's because he can't quite see where he's throwing his strikes, so he tends to hit a little harder. lay it in a little more snug than your average competitor because he can't help it. I can't remember. I believe he's the one that broke Vader's orbital bone in a matchup, clotheslining him or hitting him or something, so... Gotta be tough to hang in there with the likes of a Stan the Lariat Hansen. Mike Awesome looking to test himself today as we debut the Lariat as the newest member of the GWA roster. For how long they're going to be a part of it, I don't know, because it has their real birthday. And so they are technically 70 years old, is this wrestling character. But we'll see how it goes. How long they can hang. Oh, Hansen looking to come off the ropes. Believe the Lariat finish that he has is one off the ropes and not just a standing or sort of strike combo finish variety, but we'll see. Oh, he might have. Shamrock and Vader, yeah. You can audibly hear, I still remember audibly hearing him in the corner. Look, I watched that pay-per-view in Spanish because that's the only way I could get it off my my C-band satellite dish back in the day. But you can definitely hear Vader in the corner. He like either pushes Ken into the corner or he's in the corner and covering up because Ken's hitting him, and you can definitely hear Vader going, ease up, ease up, ease up. Ease up. Nice football tackle there, just driving the shoulder into the midsection of Awesome as Stan Hansen follows it up with a DDT. Not the flashiest offense, but intent to injure behind each and everything Stan Hansen does in the ring. You see there after he falls up the shoulder tackle to the side there with that abdominal stretch, trying to work those ribs now, is the Lariat trying to commit Grand Theft Oxygen. Hang on. Oh, or he'll just dim the lights by dropping him straight on his mullet. Big powerbomb from Hansen. Looking to put Awesome away here. Actually looks like Stan, yeah, was trying to get a little time and space to catch his breath as we approach the 10-minute mark. Stan Hansen's first time in a GWA ring, not quite used to the size and stature of such a canvas to paint across. He's trying to paint it in Mike Awesome's blood here. Now, huge lariat at the 10-minute mark by Stan. That may do it. Big props to Mike Awesome. Stan Hansen sucking wind here. He's going to go for the running variety. Got him! But possibly too close to the ropes. Yeah, you can see Stan Hansen a bit winded here, not quite thinking clearly. Gonna need to get himself a little time and space to maybe take another crack at that running lariat. Two devastating lariats so far to Mike Awesome, but he's still in there trying to slow things down and get back in the swing of it with a STF variation after that big splash in the corner. Hansen right back on the offense with a nice pile driver coming off the ropes once again. Big knee drop to the back of the head of Awesome. His turn to send Hansen off the ropes, but mistimes the attack coming off. Hansen taking the time to catch his breath a little bit and then levels Mike Awesome with another lariat and into the cover. Awesome out again. Stan really starting to feel it here. Awesome getting a 1 count of his own, just trying to test how much gas Hansen has left in the tank, as it's been mostly Stan Hansen on the offense here. And this is our first opportunity to tell you that there are no countouts or disqualifications outside the GWA ring. Weapons are perfectly legal. Oh, God! Hansen trying to decapitate Mike Awesome with these clotheslines, these lariats. Oh. A jumping Awesome bomb by Mike Awesome outside the ring. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. The tossing Black Tiger Awesome bomb to Stan Hansen on the floor here. Awesome trying to get back into this thing in a big bad way, so busting out the heavy artillery on the floor. Another one to Stan Hansen. Almost bouncing off the post there. Good gracious. Getting folded in half outside the ring. Big suplex counter by Awesome, getting back in this thing. With this offense on the floor, Hansen smartly rolling back inside, but only momentarily. Oh, just due for more punishment is the lariat. Counter now by Stan. Perhaps he's looking for an opportunity to get back into the ring here, where he was dominating Mike Awesome. Big body slam onto the chair from Hansen. Awesome, the one to roll back inside. Setting Hansen off the ropes. Big belly-to-belly off the ropes. Oh, Awesome's feeling it now as he heads to the top rope. Big, awesome splash. 1, 2. Hansen out at 2. Able to get that suplex on Mike Awesome. Calling for the lariat is Hansen. Awesome counters. Pile driver. Big leg drop across the back of the head of the lariat. Sitting Awesome bomb into the pin. Hansen out at 2 once again. Oh, God, that elevated spine buster. Just Alabama slamming. Stan Hansen and now these two behemoths, these two hosses going tete-a-tete as we approach 20 minutes in this slugfest. Oh, God. To the top again, another big awesome splash. 1, 2. Hansen out again. Oh, Awesome, relentless with these splashes. Diving clothesline that time. Drags Hansen away from the ropes. Good Lord. Hansen with a rake of the eyes, trying to buy himself a little time, anything. Trying to get his bearings. Things have definitely turned around in Awesome's favor. Once more into the pin. Hansen able to roll the shoulder. Don't need proper vision to see when to kick out. Big powerbomb by Hansen that time, but he's unable to follow up. Awesome splash to the back of Stan Hansen. Gets pulled back to his feet. Powerbomb to Awesome. Off the ropes. Oh, turned inside out. 1, 2, 3. Stan Hansen. Almost taking Awesome's head off. 1-0 in GWA competition, bucking the trend. Usually people lose their debut matchup. Stan Hansen standing tall. That big lariat waited for Awesome off the ropes and just turned him inside out for the victory. Nicely done, Stan. All right, we got more singles activity, this time in our junior heavyweight division. Rey Fenix against Luna Vachon. Honestly, the justification for putting this match together was Rey Fenix is a popular competitor, and Luna Vachon generally doesn't like her position in our company, so we're giving her a match to try to make her a little happier. Let's see what she does with it. We're just providing opportunities. That's all we can do. So Rey Fenix has the opportunity to defeat Luna Vachon and vice versa right about now. As always, Mr. Bigfoot about to call for the bell, and we are underway. Rey Fenix, the masked gentleman in the blue. Luna Vachon in the black and white attire, representing the Black Moon Fight Club. Shout out to Kevin Blackhood, who we saw earlier. World Champion Sting, who we're going to see in our next event. The #1 contender for that title to be crowned later tonight. And Bison Smith, who actually has this month off. Rey Fenix, a former member of what was known as the Doldrums, the stable that Raven leads, now known as the House of Misery, unceremoniously fired from that stable, whereas Rey Fenix jumped out, some would say, by current stable members Mike Awesome, Taz, and Hayabusa. Sending Luna off the ropes, flips through into the Destroyer from Phoenix. A thing of beauty. That tilt-a-whirl into the Destroyer, using all that momentum off the ropes. Certainly an early impressive display of athleticism at a Rey Fenix. Luna Vachon is going to try to slow this down, one would think. a more traditional power-based junior heavyweight competitor is Luna Vachon. Used to, I mean, like, she is used to, or she's used to, wow, depending how the inflection you put on the word used, or used, can mean so many different things, but she is accustomed to, there, let's say that, being the more powerful competitor in her matchups in the junior heavyweight division, and certainly that might be the case here today as well, but only if she's able to properly catch and execute those maneuvers on Rey Fenix, as we saw there with that nice step suplex. Will she stand a shot? Oh my gosh, speaking of shots, a couple of quick kicks there out of Rey Fenix, dropping Luna Vachon, but she's quickly back on offense and into a pin, actually. Quick 1 count at the 5-minute mark for Luna. Pioneering women's wrestler, doesn't quite get the her flowers or her just due, whatever you want to call it. Certainly worthy of being a Hall of Famer if she's not already. I'm sure she is. Big Luna bomb. Sit out variety and into the cover. Quick 2 count on Fenix. Luna's starting to feel it now. Nice body slam into the cover once again. Doesn't hook a leg, and that allows Fenix to kick his and kick out. Use the legs there to help make your pelvis into a bit of a fulcrum, to help kick your upper body up and get that shoulder off the canvas. So you gotta hook your opponent's legs. Prevent them from doing that. The nice Joshi-style body slam by Luna, back into a cover, but just a 1 count this time. Tiger driver out of nowhere by Fenix on Luna, almost puts her down. Luna out at 2. Crowd appreciative of the efforts of both of these athletes as we approach the 10-minute mark here. Luna with a camel clutch, may have been pulling at the bottom of the mask there. Difficult to tell from this angle. Here she comes off the ropes, drops the elbow. Sending Fenix off the ropes, big back body drop. Luna trying to take over here. Nice small package attempt. 1, 2. 2 count on Rey Fenix. Oh gosh, what a kick combo. Dropping Luna Vachon to the canvas. Off the ropes comes Rey. Round he goes again into another destroyer, but Luna right back to her feet to get spiked once more. Into the cover goes Rey. 1, 2. Luna out at 2. Crowd loved that. Another super kick dropping Luna, though. She's close to the ropes. Up goes Rey. Waiting for Luna to stand. Meteora from Rey Fenix back up top. Oh, misses the flipping senton splash. Luna to the top now. Big splash off the ropes. Too close to them. Got to break the count at 0. Super kick. What a sequence between these two. Nice counter there by Luna. Rey Fenix spinning to the floor. Vachon wisely taking the opportunity to catch her breath. And we reset at the 11-minute mark here. Center of the ring, Luna and Rey. Now getting set up in the blue corner is Rey Fenix, trying to fight his way free. Luna up top. Another big splash, but again, too close to those ropes. Luna putting up quite the fight here. Looking to make the most of this opportunity. A rare singles matchup for Luna Vachon on pay-per-view here. Against a heck of a talent in Rey Fenix. Former junior heavyweight champion of the world. Let me just double check to make sure I'm not lying when I say that. Yeah. Haha. Former champ. Haven't held it in ages, but certainly a former champ. One of our early junior heavyweight champions. Haven't held the belt since. Luna Vachon looking to make sure they advance in the rankings above Rey, and they don't get an opportunity to hold the belt ever again. Right back to work on that back. Going up top, waiting for him to stand. Diving crossbody this time. Hooks the leg, almost. But no, Rey barely gets out at 2. Oh, the back-flipping 630 senton splash to Luna. But again, the poor ring positioning, and she's able to break free of the pin attempt. Super kick under the jaw. Rey going forward again. Oh, down to the canvas with the Meteora. Into the cover. 2. Luna's out again. Tells the crowd this is it. Drags Phoenix away from the ropes. Phoenix with a kick combination. Luna pulled back to her feet. Phoenix going up. Oh, senton to the small of the back. Rolls her into the cover. 1, 2. What resilience shown by Luna Vachon tonight. Able to skip that Tiger Driver as well. A lot of activity near these ropes. Luna wisely dragging the action back to the center of the ring. Caught by Rey Fenix's snap suplex. Rey trying to set her up here, center of the ring. Nicely done. Roll through on the Hurricane Rana. 2, 3. Rey Fenix. Out wrestling Luna Vachon, outlasting Luna Vachon. What a contest. And what a victory for Rey Fenix. Good stuff. How'd we do? How'd we do, crowd? What do we think of that one? 91, probably among Luna's best singles matches of her career. So that should raise the Mysterious Rana. That's a fun name for it. So that should raise Luna's stock. She should be okay, like not as happy as she would have been if she had won the match, but she at least got the opportunity to face some world-class talent in Rey Fenix and put out a heck of a fight before eventually falling. So that's not too bad. Coming up next, we have the GWA Tag Team Championships on the line. Your champions, William Regal and Kyle O'Reilly, representing the Heat Business. The other two members of that stable being the leader, Eddie Guerrero, and Bobby Lashley. The tag team champions, Regal and O'Reilly, taking on the tag team combination representing the Heartbreakers. We have the Heartbreakers leader, Shawn Michaels, teaming up with Scott Hall. So we got the Clique teaming up to face Kyle O'Reilly and William Regal for the GWA tag titles coming your way. Get a quick sip of water. As Mr. Bigfoot calls for the bell, Kyle O'Reilly starting things out with Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. The long hair and the long tights in black and white, matching his partner in the black and white NWO trunks in the blue corner. Kyle O'Reilly, one half of the tag team champions in there. The black, gold, and white attire. As you can see, matched by William Regal's black, gold, and white trunks as well. Both representing the Heat Business as tag team champions. As we now see William Regal in there as the two of working to early isolate Shawn Michaels across the ring. Is hitting William Regal. Nicely done with that assisted clothesline, but the plan may have backfired as it allowed Shawn Michaels to tag in Scott Hall. In comes the bad guy. There was William Regal now. In the very early going of this contest, already all four gentlemen have seen some form of action. And a sack of crap fall-away slam from Scott Hall, tossing William Regal halfway across the ring. Ooh, nice counter here by Hall, sending Regal to the floor. Trying to lure Kyle O'Reilly into the ring, much to the chagrin of Scott Hall. A lot of ground-based technique in the corner of William Regal and Kyle O'Reilly. Very foundationally sound in a pro wrestling ring are these two competitors. Not surprised at all that they have risen through the ranks and have claimed the tag team gold here in the GWA. Let's see what Shawn Michaels and Scott Hall, a much more flamboyant American professional wrestling style between those two, can do against the ground-based offense of O'Reilly and Regal. As you see O'Reilly sweeping into that mount position, just raining blows down on the head of HBK. Causes a quick tag out and a nice double team move there from Scott Hall. Scott Hall been looking for that razor's edge. His variation. Oh, nice high-low. Total elimination of O'Reilly and Regal. And studying their Eliminators tapes. Nice discus lariat by Hall in reply. Of course, we know Shawn Michaels will be looking for that knockout shot. Sweet chin music. Scott Hall with his powerbomb variation, the razor's edge. Kyle O'Reilly, I believe, has an armbar variation that he calls Armageddon. That is his primary finish. And William Regal has a handful of maneuvers of varying degrees of legality. He can beat you with a Regal Cutter. He can perhaps bridge you in the Regal Plex. He can take you out with the Regal Stretch and cause you to submit, or perhaps you might succumb to the power of the punch. As you see Scott Hall making a quick tag out to Shawn Michaels. I feel like the tag team contenders' best bet is to wear down Kyle O'Reilly on the championship squad. He seems to be the, sort of the wild card of these four. I don't want to call it the youthful energy, as Kyle himself is probably approaching 40 years old if he's not there already. But amongst these other competitors, he is comparatively bringing the youthful energy to his squad. So perhaps grinding down the more enthusiastic and energetic of the two tag champs might just lead to victory. As William Regal gets tagged in, Kyle O'Reilly is now able to recoup and recover on the apron. Oh, the sky-high elbow drop from Michaels. Did not land. Now Regal looking to take over. Nice forearm shiver off the ropes at the 10-minute mark here. May have been lining Michaels up for a Regal Plex attempt. That's that head clasp, bridging suplex of William Regal's. Nice European uppercut combination by the Villainous One. His lordship, former Hall of Fame champion. A couple of former Hall of Fame champions in the ring right now, Scott Hall and William Regal. Likewise, Shawn Michaels, the former Hall of Fame and GWA World Champion, so quite the championship pedigree on both sides of this matchup. Of course, the current tag team champions, Regal and O'Reilly, looking to retain that championship and keep it within the Heat Business stable. O'Reilly trying to sneak up on Scott Hall, nothing doing, as he's sent to the floor here. No countouts or disqualifications, and Michaels and Hall looking to take advantage before Regal can get across the ring. Oh dear, Scott Hall caught with those vicious knees. Michaels able to break it up. All four competitors now down out of the ring in the blue corner of things. Bit of axe and smash out of Kyle O'Reilly to Scott Hall with that axe kick combo. There it is, the Regal Plex to Scott Hall, unable to hold for the bridging pin, but all impact there. Scott Hall replies by bouncing Kyle O'Reilly's spine off the corner post with that fall-away slam. No countouts, no DQ outside the ring here. Gonna have to wait till the legal fighters are back inside, and now we've settled down. O'Reilly and Hall were legal, now it's O'Reilly and Michaels. Now it's Michaels and Regal to keep everyone caught up. Nice leg sweep by O'Reilly into the pin. Nice cheeky attempt there. Trying to steal the pin is William Regal. Immediately into the pin after that leg sweep. And now further work to the leg of Shawn Michaels, perhaps leading to a future Regal stretch attempt. Michaels now dragging Regal away from the ring, but looking for the sky-high elbow drop all match. Finally lands it. Small the back of William Regal. Like leg trip counter by Regal there. Michaels kind of ignores it. Right back on offense. Off the ropes. Misses with the forearm smash. Up top once again. Sky-high elbow drop. Middle of the back of William Regal. Falls over the backdrop suplex, trying to seize up those back muscles of one half of the tag team champions, but unfortunately for the contenders, he's able to tag out to Kyle O'Reilly. So HBK tags out to Scott Hall, and both teams reset. As we barrel toward the 20-minute mark in this tag team championship contest, and that is Armageddon. The armbar of Kyle O'Reilly cinched in on Scott Hall, and thankfully for him, Shawn Michaels there to break up that submission attempt. Scott Hall's signature choke slam falls over the huge clothesline. Got to be thinking Razor's Edge, but O'Reilly cuts him off and gets Regal tag back in. Once again, they go high-low, and Regal takes over. Oh, nice counter there by Hall. Double team out of the contenders. Double powerbomb to Regal. Now, Shawn Michaels just gloating over him. A bit of a teabag there in that pose. Oh, misses a sky-high elbow drop. Regal rolls over for the pin. Just a 1 count. Shawn Michaels there. His arrogance almost cost him an opportunity at the tag belts as we pass the 20-minute mark here. Neither of these squads technically fan favorites, but you have to admire the tenacity and technique of both of these teams. It takes some doing to climb to the top of the GWA tag ranks. Both these squads have done just that. Now fighting it out for the richest prize on offer in those tag ranks, the GWA World Tag Team Championships. Once again, tags on either side. Kyle O'Reilly for the champions, Scott Hall for the challengers. Just pulls him through into a choke, but he's too close to the ropes. A couple of crotch chops. Maybe some sort of like communication between Scott Hall and Shawn Michaels that I'm not quite aware of. An exchange of signals, if you will. Calling for something. Big discus lariat from Hall. And now the sack of crap fall-away slam. Unfortunately for him, that's going to put Kyle O'Reilly closer to his partner. Choke slam. All of the signature offense of Scott Hall on display here. But he's moving toward the wrong half of the ring. Oh, leg sweep. Down goes Scott Hall in the red corner. Another leg sweep. Hall's up first, though. Back to the center of the ring at the very least. O'Reilly with that kick combination buys himself the time and space to tag Regal back in. Oh, another axe kick to Shawn Michaels. Excuse me, to Scott Hall. I was paying attention to the wrong person as I glanced away from the screen to see what my cat was doing. And now the fall-away slam to Regal. Hall a lot slower in making the tag that time. Oh, tries to catch his breath. Bumps heads with William Regal on the way out the door. William Regal just grabs whoever's closest for an exploder. Forearm shiver to the back of Michaels' head. Another exploder by Regal. Seems revved up after that exchange with Scott Hall, trying to take out his frustrations now on Shawn Michaels. Big drop kick, center of the ring once again. Michaels, as we said, is going to be set up for that sweet chin music. Nice butterfly, 2 in a row. No! Tiger bomb that time from Regal. Thought he'd been going for another butterfly suplex, but Tiger bomb, enough to stun Shawn Michaels. Oh, I thought he was going to back into Kyle O'Reilly. Couldn't quite work that out. Tag made. In comes Scott Hall. O'Reilly trying to pick a shot. Allows Scott Hall the opportunity to fight back. Discus lariat from O'Reilly. Big knee off the ropes. O'Reilly, nice brainbuster by O'Reilly, who I was about to say in real life has been using a top rope knee drop as a finish of late. Don't know if that's in his repertoire in this build. Oh gosh, but that Saito suplex certainly was. Scott Hall in a big bad way in the wrong part of town here. Tag champ's going to work. Hall trying to fight his way free and get back to the corner of Shawn Michaels. Trying to make sure Regal is down and out so he can make that tag. Fights his way free. Here comes HBK. Shawn Michaels and William Regal, your legal fighters here. Another Tiger bomb by Regal, dragging Michaels away from the ropes. Could be thinking stretch. Nope, pulls him back to his feet. Oh, knee trembler. Knee to the side of the jaw of Michaels. I forgot all about the knee trembler. Another one of Regal's signature finishing maneuvers. At the 30-minute mark, the sky-high elbow drop from Michaels lands. Pile driver. Michaels looking to come back against Regal. Regal fighting back with those elbows. Those elbows, those uppercuts. Oh, the half and half suplex dropping Michaels on his head. Into the corner now. Misses. Big splash. Missed. Regal goes down, suffers the figure 4. Michaels just pinning Regal down. Scott Hall is the legal fighter, but still, Scott Hall can't prevent the tag. Scott Hall for the challengers, representing the Heartbreakers, says this is it against Kyle O'Reilly, one half of the tag champs, representing the Heat business. Scott Hall trying to position Kyle O'Reilly just so for that Razor's Edge. Oh, nice arm breaker by O'Reilly. Trying to get back on top here. 30+ minutes gone. The next serious submission attempt might just end this thing. Hall and Michaels trying to knock out O'Reilly and Regal before that happens. Fall away slam all the way out of the ring. Goes Kyle O'Reilly. Michaels taking over on offense outside the ring. Scott Hall trying to subdue Regal in the ring. Things not looking well for the challengers as Regal's able to get to the floor. Oh, we're still paired off inside and outside the ring here. Shawn Michaels trying to work over Kyle O'Reilly best he can. Things are going to break back down into a proper tag match as Riley gets back inside, sneaks that kick out on Hall, but he gets that clothesline in. Michaels going up. Oh, misses the body splash as Hall had him held. O'Reilly's up first and able to tag. Shawn Michaels for the challengers, William Regal for the champions. 35+ minutes in this tag team championship contest. One of the many main events. This is only halfway through the card today, ladies and gentlemen. We got 5 more matches to bring you at least. What a title fight we got here. And more titles to be contended. Before we sign off for the day, big kitchen sink knee lift, and Shawn Michaels is feeling it. Whoops, accidentally hit the space bar. In the middle of that Shawn Michaels maneuver. Oh, he's looking to dive on William Regal, but Kyle O'Reilly smartly getting into the ring. Stiff kick to the midsection. Stops that. Can't seem to counter. Oh, gosh. William Regal just gets out of that small package attempt. Kyle O'Reilly couldn't figure out how to help his partner, but William Regal with that knee trembler, and in comes Kyle. Oh, what a moment of desperation there from the champs, and now a Regal stretch on Michaels. Regal isn't legal, so that hold is going to remain until Michaels breaks it or Regal's let go. Regal lets go. He had a count of 5 to exit the ring. Wait a minute. Scott Hall's legal. Super kick into the pedigree on O'Reilly. Scott Hall hasn't even attempted the Razor's Edge yet. He's got to be thinking Razor's Edge soon. Fall away out of the ring once again to O'Reilly. Now he points to Regal like he wanted him all along. Regal taken care of. O'Reilly sent into the corner by Hall. Again, the wrong part of town if you're the contenders here. I don't know what the strategy is of Hall so far, other than to throw O'Reilly out of the ring, but see, it's the first opportunity he gets, Kyle O'Reilly able to tag out, and in comes Regal. Now they've got Hall isolated in the championship corner. Oh, Hall able to escape. In comes HBK once again. Double team powerbomb on Regal. Michaels going up. Sky high elbow drop. Once again, back up he goes. Body splash misses. German suplex by Regal. 40 minutes deep into the contest, and they're busting out moves they haven't used yet. Another big kitchen sink knee lift by Michaels. Have yet to see an in-ring sweet chin music that was not part of a tag team move. There's that forearm smash into the kip up. More signature Shawn Michaels offense. But like we said, haven't seen that sweet chin music attempted. Not as of yet. Regal hanging in there and hanging in there into the Tiger Bomb. Hooks the leg. Scott Hall breaks it up at 1. Leg trip by Regal, on Michaels. Knee trembler by William Regal. Tags out to Kyle O'Reilly. Shawn Michaels down. Riley trying to stand in between Michaels and his tag team partner. Quick power slam off the ropes by Michaels, and in comes Scott Hall. Gets dragged back into the red corner by O'Reilly. As we approach 45 minutes in this tag team contest, what a war between these two factions. Hall sent up in the corner, now being perched on the top rope by Kyle O'Reilly. What a counter into the body splash by Scott Hall. Once again sent up into the corner though. O'Reilly just working over the midsection before tagging in William Regal. Here it is, the Razor's Edge. Down goes Regal, into the cover, one, no, Kyle there to save the matchup and immediately lock Scott Hall in an armbar. Hall takes out his frustrations on William Regal's arm and is right back in control. Hang on, small package, small package. Oh, Scott Hall able to shift his momentum and get out of that at 2. I thought that may have done it. Hall with a tag out to Shawn Michaels. Big powerbomb on Regal. Gets reversed into the corner. European uppercut. What a combination. Into the Regal cutter. Michaels somehow hanging in there. Fighting away with Regal, going shot for shot. Oh, Regal with that lariat. Able to escape to his corner. Back in comes Kyle O'Reilly. In there with HBK, Shawn Michaels. Big knee lift. Dragging away from the ropes. This could do it if he lands any, if he's able to lock on any of his signature submission maneuvers, Kyle O'Reilly. It's going to spell disaster, but a big splash to the back of Kyle from HBK going back up top. Sky high elbow drop misses. O'Reilly sent to the floor. Michaels is thinking dive, but Scott Hall is out there. Michaels waiting in the center of the ring while his tag team partner, Scott Hall, in a 1-on-2 disadvantage with the tag champs. Now, if Shawn Michaels were catching his breath center of the ring, I could understand this, like I could justify it, but right now, Michaels is just leaving Scott Hall out there to get attacked by both tag champs. Scott Hall doing all right for himself so far, at least for now. Oh, big tiger bomb. Now, Hall isn't the legal combatant for the Contenders, and that might factor into HBK's psychology here, as they are not doing any damage to the legal fighter. Back in comes Kyle. Super kick out of the corner. Rolls Kyle over. 1, 2, 3. Shawn Michaels buying his time, center of the ring, picking his spot. And we've got new tag team champions. All right, fair play, Shawn. Tip of the cap to you. Super kick B, we'll call it, but that was a sweet chin music if I ever saw one. Knocking Kyle O'Reilly smooth out, and we've got ourselves new tag team champions. Good stuff. And the crowd, oh, they loved it. Oh, they loved it. 50 minutes of high-octane tag team action ending with new tag team champions. What a match. And what a team Shawn Michaels and Scott Hall are going to be at the head of the tag team division. Heck yeah. Let me just immediately update my tag or my text file so I don't, forget these things. This was William Regal's second reign as a tag team champion, former champions with Buddy Matthews. This was Kyle O'Reilly's first reign, coming to an end here. Okay, and our current champions are Shawn Michaels, first-time champion. From what I can tell, yep. And Scott Hall, first-time tag team champion. The 10th tag team champions in our company's history. Shawn Michaels and Scott Hall. Belts now lying with the Heartbreakers. Okay. Got that all updated. Get this saved over here. And that is the halfway mark of this card. Let's take a look at the second half, the strong second half, starting with a singles matchup between former GWA World Champion Kenta Kobashi and Seth freaking Rollins. Whoop. As always, the creature on feature, Mr. Bigfoot, signaling for the bell, and we are underway. Kenta Kobashi, former world champion, in the black trunks with purple trim. Seth Rollins, the architect, the Monday Night Messiah, the freaking Seth Rollins, in the long black tights with the red trim. A singles contest in our heavyweight division here, a first-time meeting between these two individuals. Kenta Kobashi wasting no time. Orange Crush in the opening minutes here of this thing. That Brainbuster dropped into a power bomb. An early one count from Kobashi here for a good time, not a long time. Trying to put Seth Rollins down and out early. Kenta Kobashi would love to be back in the mix for world title contention. Seth Rollins would love to earn his way into that upper echelon of the GWA card to begin with. Nice super kick out of the corner by Rollins. We just saw a title won with that very maneuver in our last contest. As these two individuals are going tete-a-tete, a reminder we still have, in addition to the conclusion of this very matchup, Kenta Kobashi versus Seth Rollins, coming your way in the second half of our card today. Kairi Sane will be challenging Hiromu Takahashi for the Legends Junior title. We will determine a new #1 contender to the GWA World Belt as CM Punk teams with Abyss, Kenny Omega, and Kylie Ray to face Britt Baker, Hayabusa, Keith Lee, and Kurt Angle in a Wheel of Fate #1 contenders matchup. We have the DDT Championship on the line as Bret Hart will be defending the belt against Kazusada Higuchi in from the Dramatic Dream team. And in your main event this afternoon, Minoru Suzuki is putting the GWA Hall of Fame Championship on the line against the Pearl River powerhouse, Ahmed Johnson. Still to come this afternoon. And I'm already fantasy booking if Ahmed Johnson wins that. Ahmed Kobashi, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. Kobashi in here with Seth Rollins looking to chop the former WWE champion down. Kobashi, a former GWA world champion, looking to get back on top of the mountain. Nice Falcon Arrow center of the ring by Seth Rollins. Shades of another competitor here in the GWA, Hayabusa, the originator of the Falcon Arrow. Often imitated, never duplicated. Turned inside out is Seth Rollins by that clothesline. We're going to see Hayabusa in that world title #1 contendership match later tonight. The first person to score a pinfall or submission wins the match for his team, and individually is crowned #1 contender to the GWA World title and will face Sting at our next event. Oh, Kobashi with another Orange Crush! Almost putting Rollins away! Kobashi doing everything in his power here to end this match under 10 minutes. Rollins fighting back into it, center of the ring, but he's just getting chopped down to the mat by Kobashi. Who's got him up? Delayed vertical that time, making Rollins think about it. Took a lot out of Kobashi, though.
10 minutes gone.
Oh, kick to the ding-dong by Seth Rollins, looking to turn things to his advantage. Kobashi chopping him right back down. Rollins has been having a heck of a time with a former world champion in this one so far. Try to change his fortunes in this matchup as he climbs to the top rope. Nice! Stardust press into the cover, hooks the leg! Almost puts Kobashi away. Both men exchanging strikes now. Kobashi had enough. Burning lariat to the chest. Super kick by Kobashi to the face of Rollins. Taste of his own medicine there by Kobashi, but then Rollins with the sling blade with the seated super kick. Into the curb stop. Hitting Kobashi. 2, 3. Seth Rollins. Out of nowhere with the stomp. Dimming the lights of the former world champ. All right. All righty. Big win for Seth Rollins. 95% in like 12 minutes. That's a pro right there. Wowzers. Okay. Big win for Seth. Big win for Seth. Let's see if Hiromu Takahashi has another big win in them as they're facing Kairi Sane for the Legends Junior title coming up imminently. Get out of the way as we get down to the ring. Legends Junior belt on the line. Takahashi, the champion, in the long white tights with a lot of multicolored decoration. Kairi Sane decked primarily in black with the red trim. Former junior world champion is Kairi Sane, looking for her first taste of Legends Junior gold. She's got to beat the ticking time bomb in order to earn it. Takahashi looking to defend his belt here against the tenacious MVP of the last few trios Tournament of Terrors, Kairi Sane. Almost constantly in title contention in the junior division. One of the premier athletes here in the GWA is Kairi Sane. An amazing test for Hiromu Takahashi in their Legends Junior Championship here. It's a rare condition in this day and age when the champion goes into a title fight as the underdog, but I think it's safe to say, after Kairi Sane's performance in the past couple of years on the GWA roster, that Takahashi is just that in this title fight tonight, and he's certainly seeing if he can rise to the challenge here in these opening moments. A couple of dragon screw leg whips. An homage to Kairi Sane's original mentor in the GWA, Keiji Muto, who in real life just announced their retirement tour. They said a handful more matches in them, and then they're finally retiring in spring of 2023. Oh gosh! Flip pile driver into the cover by Hiromu. Quick 2 count on Sane, but she's able to get out of it. And this match continues. Anyway, Keiji Muto will be retiring in the spring of 2023. I think they said he had 5 more matches left. I don't know how many of those are going to be singles contests versus tag. Boston Crab, the cross-legged Boston Crab there by Kairi Sane, but Hiromu had it scouted, able to break free rather easily. We're only 5 minutes into this contest, after all. Former leader is Keiji Muto of the Squared Circle K. Retired already in-game here. Left the stable in the capable hands of Kazuchika Okada, who eventually ascended to world title status here in the GWA. But for my money, the real star and the backbone of that Squared Circle K stable is one Kairi Sane. Hang on. Almost schoolboy by Takahashi. Almost stole a title defense there, did Hiromu, after Kairi Sane missed that 7 C's sky-high elbow drop there of hers. Back to the Croston Crab. It's brought her a lot of success here in the GWA, especially in that Trios Tournament of Terror. A very regular part of her arsenal. She now sets champion Takahashi on the top. What's going on? Double stomp out of the corner, and then a double stomp to the back once he landed by Kairi Sane. Hiromu with a double knees to the chest of Kairi. Good gracious. Both of these competitors trying to squash the other like a whoopee cushion. Victory roll by Hiromu. Into the destroyer. 1, 2. Oh, Sane barely escapes. You can see Hiromu Takahashi trying to win this thing by any means necessary. Certainly not bending the rules, but more than satisfied. There it is, the time bomb! Into the cover! 1, No, Sane escapes. I thought Hiromu would have been satisfied with the roll-up finish, anything to walk away with the belt, but sailing the seven seas to the small of the back is Kairi Sane. 2. And the champ kicks out at the 10-minute mark here. This thing is heating up almost too fast for the audience to keep up with. Snap suplex into the corner goes Kairi. Another flip pile driver. And if Hiromu Takahashi hooking the leg deep in the cover. Sane out again at 2.9. Barely hanging in there. Oh, Emerald Trojan variation. 2. No, Sane out again. Hiromu repeatedly dropping the #1 contender here on her head. 2. No. The tenacity of Kairi Sane on display. Near fall after near fall. And here comes, oh, misses the elbow drop. Hiromu going up, big splash. 1, 2, 3. Hiromu survives. Able to defend. What a big win against Kairi Sane. Nicely done. Get the cam back on screen. All right, successful defense. I'll take that. Okay, only hit an 84, but that's fine. Didn't quite reach the heights. Same amount of time as the previous match, roughly, but the previous match got to 95. This one only got to 84. Interesting. Ooh, you know what's even more interesting after this title defense? Coming up next, we're going to crown ourselves the #1 contender to the world title. As we have an 8-person match coming your way. Let me review the teams one more time. In the blue corner, CM Punk will be starting things off, and on the apron will be Abyss, Kenny Omega, and Kylie Ray. Now opposite them in the red corner, Britt Baker, DMD will be starting things out, and their tag team partners are Hayabusa, Keith Lee, Kurt Angle. Very interesting, 2 very interesting quartets in this one. As the winner, the individual that scores the pinfall or submission in this one, is the #1 contender to the GWA World title, and they're going to face Sting next week. Let's go ahead and save one more time and get down to the ring for this huge 8-person matchup. Now, I apologize, there won't be commentary for the first opening moments of this matchup. I'm just going to run to the bathroom quick, but the action will be headed your way right now. I'll just be here for the call of the bell. Hang on. As always, the referee on record as we are about to see them in all their glory. Mr. Bigfoot calling for the bell. CM Punk and Britt Baker starting things off, and I'll be back with you momentarily.
Give up.
All right, looks like I'm setting back up just in time to see Kurt Angle across the ring from Kenny Omega. A matchup that did not happen in real life.
5 minutes gone.
As Kenny tags out to the Monster Abyss. Interesting golden trigger variation there. Between the Monster and Omega. And now Kurt Angle tagging out to Hayabusa from the House of Misery in there against Abyss of Shawn Michaels Heartbreakers, who we saw earlier today win the tag team titles. Abyss himself, a former Hall of Fame champion, looking to become #1 contender to the world title. Perhaps bringing that belt to the Heartbreaker stable as well. Phoenix Splash out of the corner by Hayabusa, but Kenny Omega in there to save the matchup for his squad. Saw Punk and Kylie Ray just waiting. It didn't take more than one of them to break up that pin attempt. Back in comes Omega. Most recently been competing for the GWA in defense of the New Japan Junior Heavyweight title. He has since dropped that to Shingo Takagi. He's now focusing his sights on the World's title with an opportunity here to become #1 contender. All he has to do is defeat one of these 4 individuals. Keith Lee, who he's in the ring with, Hayabusa, who just tagged out, Kurt Angle, or Britt Baker. If any one of those 4 should fall to Kenny Omega would be #1 contender. As is a pretty obvious statement to make, as whomever scores the successful pinfall or submission victory here will secure the victory for their team and face Sting in a one-on-one match for the world title next week right here on this station. All heck breaking loose here in the red corner outside the ring. No countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes when you're outside the ring here. We're waiting for the legal fighters to return to the fight. Kenny Omega, center of the ring, just sort of surveying the landscape out there now. Waiting for the return of... Is it Abyss? Is it Keith Lee? Gotta be Keith Lee, right? I think. Oh, Falcon Arrow to CM Punk in the corner, by the way. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. There we go. Omega and Keith Lee, your legal fighters. Omega using Abyss, his tag team partner, as a battering ram there, as an object. Trying to maintain the advantage on Keith Lee. Interesting strategy there out of Omega. You're going to see lots of frequent tags, especially in the early minutes of this one, as now Kylie Ray in there with Kurt Angle. Oh gosh, Kylie Ray just German suplexed over the ropes to the floor. Once again causing all the other combatants to get into a fracas in the ring. Olympic slam to Kylie Ray after all those distractions. Oh, and Omega able to return to the ring and break up that pin attempt. Another angle slam by Kurt Angle to Kylie Ray. Back into the pin, but wrong side of the ring as Abyss breaks it up this time. As you can see, very interesting psychology individually in this matchup, as you want to give your team the best chance to win, but you want to give yourself the best chance to be in the ring when the match ends. As now Keith Lee tagged in by Kurt Angle, going to work on Kylie Ray. Oh gosh. That bit of a neck breaker across the knee combined with that dropping clothesline across the collarbone as well. Into the Spirit Bomb on CM Punk, but too close to the ropes. This brings in all the members of Team Blue to try to help Punk out here. More try to stop Keith Lee than anything, I would say. And now Keith Lee in there with a former GWA World Champion CM Punk looking to climb to the top of the industry once again and reclaim that heavyweight title gold, become only the second 2-time GWA World Champion in our company's history. The only 2-time champion currently is Mitsuharu Misawa, who lost the belt for the second time to Jay White of New Japan Pro Wrestling, who then lost the title to Sting in his first defense. And that's how we got to current GWA World Champion Sting. And Sting's idea to have this multi-person #1 contendership match guided by the Wheel of Fate to determine his first contender. He wanted as open a championship, or as open a contendership, I should say, as possible, and that was the easiest way for us to do it. Everybody's name went on the wheel. These were the 8 names drawn. Winner of the pinfall or submission. The winner of the fall, let's just say. Winner of the fall is #1 contender. And what a feather in the cap it would be for each of these 8 individuals. What a statement it would be for either a Britt Baker or a Kylie Rae to be the first female competitor to compete, to contend, to fight for the GWA World title. In and amongst all these other current and future legends. Big chokeslam by Abyss, quickly to the cover. 1, 2! Hayabusa out at 2. I thought a quick combination of moves there would have spelled the end of Hayabusa. Abyss looking to put him away.
20 minutes gone.
As things settle back down into a tag match at the 20-minute mark here. Hayabusa with that front kick, winning that strike battle. Allows him to tag out. Now Britt Baker and Kylie Rae, the 2 legal fighters. And should this match end with these 2 legal in the ring, either way, we would see our first female contender to the GWA World title. And what a historic moment that would be. Big rolling forearm to the back of Kylie Rae. Britt Baker with that smirk on her face almost constantly. Few possess the in-ring confidence of Britt Baker. DMD with the Angel's wings there. Laying Kylie Rae out. Nice super kick. She's going to be looking for that lockjaw submission. Kylie Rae, I believe, uses a crossface, so similar submission maneuvers here from these 2 ladies. Nice sling blade there by Britt Baker. Quick tag out to Kurt Angle. Nice double team suplex here. Kylie staying in the ring, but in the wrong part of town, deep into that red corner. And the hooked ankle lock, and that will do it! Kurt Angle, the #1 contender to face Sting for the GWA World title, coming up next week. Just that quick. Submitting Kylie Rae with the reverse cross knee breaker, it tells me. And we have ourselves a #1 contender in Kurt Angle. Okay. No problem there. #1 contender. Angle. Submitting Kylie Rae. Kurt Angle Sting. It's like a TNA pay-per-view from like 2007. Kurt Angle versus Sting for the GWA belt coming up. We have Chris Statlander versus Bill Bullock for the junior title coming up as a result of the other #1 contender match. A lot of good stuff going on today. How'd we do? 90% overall. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Okay. Now we got a pair of title matches for our main events. Boom! And yeah, it's going to take all 3 hours to do one show. As we have Kazusada Higuchi in from DDT to face Bret the Hitman Hart, the reigning DDT champion. Higuchi trying to bring the belt back to his failing promotion. Bret Hart trying to hold on to it with both hands in the hopes, fingers crossed, that we are DDT champion by the time the company folds and we can just keep the belt. Here we go. Bret Hart will be in the pink and black. Higuchi in the black and peach, it looks like. Mr. Bigfoot calling for the bell, and we are underway. Big slam in the center of the ring to start things off from Higuchi. Your challenger in the black trunks, as we said. Former sumo wrestler turned pro. He is Higuchi here. Kazusada. Against Bret the Hitman Hart. No stranger to international competition or championship gold here in the GWA. has made relatively short work out of the last couple of his opponents slash contenders, has Bret Hart. Almost embarrassingly quick. In fact, one of those victories included a 6-minute victory against Kurt Angle that he won with a top rope victory roll. Kurt Angle was just crowned the #1 contender to the GWA World Championship. So, should he be successful in winning the belt from Sting, I believe Bret Hart might have a legitimate gripe or point to make in that they might be deserving of a future world title opportunity. But first, let's not put our, the cart before the horse here. Angle versus Sting still to come next week for the coveted world title. Bret Hart here has his own belt to worry about. The DDT Championship, defending against DDT's own Kazusada Higuchi here. One of the few remaining wayward championships in our wrestling landscape. We're doing our best to make sure that all the belts stay with the proper promotions. Bret into an early pin attempt just to sort of test the cardiovascular conditioning. Just sort of seeing where things stand with Higuchi now. Knows at the 5-minute mark can at least get him down to a 1 count. Does Bret. Nice European uppercut combination. Bret coming off the ropes once again. Forearm shiver. Higuchi had time to brace himself for it. Still went down. Bret Hart starting to widen the gap here in terms of offensive momentum. Starting to take over a little bit. Is the DDT champion. Misses the clothesline, but scores with that headbutt back into the pin. Now he gets a 2 count after working Higuchi over for a minute or two with a series of strikes. The excellence of execution putting it all on display here in defense of the DDT championship. Bret appealing to the GWA faithful here. Those that have strolled down the gnarly wrestling aisle with the Hitman for many years now. And we're happy to have you along for the ride as a big pile driver puts Higuchi down and almost out. Just able to roll the shoulder. Had Bret Hart hooked the leg, that might have been it. Higuchi with a heck of a mountain to climb here. And another pile driver by the Hitman. It has been all champion and very little challenger. Hitman potentially developing a little bit of Sakuraba syndrome here. So we have to find somebody, anybody from Pro Wrestling Noah to get that belt off of Sakuraba. Now into the sharpshooter goes Bret Hart after that backbreaker. Higuchi escapes, but Bret Hart's certainly feeling it as he plants the challenger with another DDT. Big headbutt by Higuchi trying to get back into this. Now working on Bret's legs. Another big headbutt from the former sumo champion. That's all Higuchi's got so far. Work the head, work the leg. Try and get back. Trying to get up that mountain a little bit at a time, and right back to the sharpshooter goes Bret Hart at the 10-minute mark, looking to make short work of Higuchi. Higuchi once again able to escape, but you can see the toll the match has already taken on the contender. Got to take his time catching his wind after that body slam. Now into just a front chin lock here. Again, trying to bide his time and catch his own wind. Is Higuchi. Get into a bit of a strike argument here. Bret Hart surviving that. Higuchi back to his feet and right back down to the canvas with the DDT. Calm, cool, and collected is your DDT champion, Bret Hart. Working over the midsection of Higuchi now. He's able to catch his breath a little bit here after that body slam. Stiff chop to Bret, trying to create a little more space here is Higuchi. Nice double arm chop that time. Dropping the DDT champion center of the ring. Bret with a nice back elbow off the ropes, right back into the sharpshooter. And it's only a matter of time before Higuchi must submit. Your winner and still DDT champion, Bret the Hitman Hart. All right then. I'm glad we didn't main event with that. Bret Hart defending the DDT Championship. Not great. Not great. It seems like this Bret edit, depending on who he's in the ring with, can have like crazy, either a crazy good match or something that's around like 69 to 75. Something like that. And like no in between. Either it's fantastic or it's, yeah, sure. He just kind of like systematically breaks them down and beats them. Speaking of systematically breaking you down and beating you, that's Minoru Suzuki's MO. Let's see if the current Hall of Fame champion can use his sleeper and Gotch piledriver combination to put out the Pearl River powerhouse, Ahmed Johnson, coming up in your main event. Hey, Zach, what's going on, buddy? You're just in time for the last match of the day. Hall of Fame championship on the line as Minoru Suzuki is going to defend the gold against Ahmed Johnson. Let's get down to the ring for the last fight of the day. Good to see you, Zach. Hope you're having a nice afternoon. Throwing things over to Mr. Bigfoot as he calls for the bell on this your main event of the evening, of the day, of the afternoon, of whatever time it is, of the morning. Ahmed Johnson in the red trunks, knee pads, multiple pairs of knee pads at that, in the red trunks and attire. Minoru Suzuki, predominantly in black. No padding to speak of, really, just the trunks and amateur shoes, a little bit of wrist tape for Minoru Suzuki. The wily veteran of the Japanese wrestling scene has transformed his body into a weapon over a 30-year career. Nice. I'm glad you're still working. I'm glad you're still enjoying 2K18 on the Switch. It's cool that there's a game of that. I know you said it's a little like laggy or a little like herky-jerky in terms of frame rate, but it's still cool that a game of that complexity is even available on that platform. I think that's awesome. Gonna go kick some more NXT butt. As Minoru Suzuki lays a kick into the midsection of challenger Ahmed Johnson. Johnson looking for his first taste of gold here in the GWA, challenging Hall of Fame champion Minoru Suzuki here in the main event. As we said, the Pearl River powerhouse Ahmed Johnson will be looking to out-strength, out-power his opponent, Minoru Suzuki, en route to hitting that Pearl River plunge, his variation of the Tiger Driver, to put Suzuki down and out. Minoru Suzuki, of course, the well-studied combat veteran with an MMA base, will be looking to choke Ahmed Johnson out with his variation of the sleeper hold that he usually pulls into the Gotch-style pile driver. That is a cradled pile driver around the midsection. Kind of cradles you around the pelvis so he can pull down on your torso as he's pile driving the top of your head into the mat, ensuring that you are unconscious by the end of it. Suzuki now slowing down Ahmed Johnson in the corner. I feel the longer this match goes, the more it is going to favor the champion Minoru Suzuki, despite his advanced age, or his advanced age in comparison to his opponent. I feel that Suzuki will have a better understanding of how to use his conditioning to his advantage as the match rolls on, and Ahmed Johnson really only has one gear, and it is full steam straight ahead. We'll see if he essentially punches himself out, does Johnson, as he hits a devastating Michinoku driver there to Minoru Suzuki. Into that pump scissor kick by Johnson. Starting to feel it here. Some of the signature offense from the big man shining through. Oh, plants him with the Uranagi. As we said, Ahmed Johnson here for a good time, not a long time. Likely looking to end this match fairly early. Minoru just going to try to hang in there and pick his spots. Off the ropes comes Minoru. Johnson able to avoid that low drop kick. Not the second time around, though. Johnson got a bit cocky there, did Ahmed. Suzuki made him pay. That's that veteran psychology and ring generalship that we can, I don't know, that's not a term, that we can expect out of Suzuki. Back to the armbar. Suzuki just trying to slow Johnson down, grabbing a limb. Gonna wrench it from the socket. Anything he can do to stem the tide of offense from the big man, like that kick to the midsection there, just trying to beat the wind out of Ahmed Johnson. Nice suplex into a slam. Johnson taking a moment to jaw with the crowd there. Gets distractedly pulled into a front choke, but able to make his way to the ropes there as we pass the 10-minute mark in this championship contest. Your main event of the evening, the GWA Hall of Fame Championship on the line. Champion Minoru Suzuki currently at the mercy of challenger Ahmed Johnson, looking to turn things around, however. Trying to swing that pendulum of offensive momentum back in his favor with a multi-joint lock there. Nice, interesting submission maneuver out of Suzuki there. Ahmed Johnson able to break free. Oh! Excellent series of strikes, but you can see Ahmed Johnson have enough wherewithal to kick away from that submission attempt. Smartly done. And now Suzuki backs Johnson up into the corner. Both men slugging away. You can see Johnson trying to power his way back to the center of the ring, but Suzuki stopping that with a big drop kick. Goes low with a drop kick that time. Trying to work the knees of Johnson. Johnson, unfortunately, kind of painting a target on his knees by wearing so many pairs of knee pads up and down his legs. Kind of a telltale sign they can work those joints. Did Suzuki crush his Enzo? I don't quite know exactly what you mean by that, Roy, but it's still nice to see you. Suzuki flips Ahmed Johnson into an armbar there, trying to defend his Hall of Fame championship. Going low once again. Oh, Ahmed Johnson responding with a huge Uranagi. Are you asking if Minoru Suzuki is a real one? Once again, going low is Suzuki, concentrating on those legs. Now just a straight up.
Give up.
Yep.
Give up.
Just a neck lock, center of the ring. Oh, okay. A Warzone audio clip reference. No, but I don't know if Ahmed thinks that Minoru Suzuki is Tony Dow. That could be something there, right? Crush your Enzo? You're Tony Dow? I remember that classic. Scissor kick! Shades of Big T by Ahmed Johnson. Hanging in there and hanging in there, though it could be too little too late. Suzuki with the armbar. Ahmed Johnson once again escapes. What resilience from the challenger here. His first championship opportunity. Into the Pearl River plunge. 1, 2, 3. Ahmed Johnson wins the title. I can't wait for him to get injured and have to vacate it. I'm just kidding. We don't vacate titles for injury. We wait till they come back. Ahmed Johnson, you're a new champion. Making history. Go get him, Ahmed. Okay, that's fun. The 18th Hall of Fame champion in the belt's history, and the first title reign for Ahmed Johnson. So we got new tag title, or new tag champs, and a new Hall of Fame champ in our main events. And we got new #1 contenders. Pretty good show. Boom. Pearl River plunge. Can't wait for his victory celebration. All right, so we entertained 65,000 strong, 89% of the time that we saw some stuff in the ring. The only disappointments were the Bret Hart match, which is unfortunate, and the opener, which we were expecting to be bad because Sakuraba is an MMA fighter, and we're putting pro wrestlers against him to try to get that Noah belt back. I might have to play as Sakuraba's opponent next time. We'll see. But let's end this event and this stream as we have a new Hall of Fame champion, new tag team champions to crow about in front of 73,000 strong. Love it. What news We have new NXT Junior Tag Team Champions. We have new CMLL 6-person champions, or trios champions. We have Kango as the new Triple Crown champion, defeating Rob Van Dam. We have new Noah Junior Tag Team Champions. Oh, absolutely, Roy. In my fantasy fed, it's been nothing but Forbidden Door this whole time. I was never like an action figure collector, so I never did like the figure fed thing that you hear people talk about all the time. I didn't like have wrestling matches with my G.I. Joes or anything like that. Like once I found out about Fire Pro and the literally hundreds of wrestlers you could have at any given time, that was it for me. I could just book my own whatever. Okay, DDT's doing a singles tournament. Noah's doing a singles tournament. So that likely means I can't bring people in, because there's not a lot of people left in Noah, and if they already have a tournament booked, they need at least 8 people for that. Oh, sweet. Okay. Okay. Hey boss, the network wants to broadcast our product. That's the wrong 2. Let's sign Fame and Stardom. Here we come. That depends on the terms. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What do we got? National 9-month, 200 grand a month. Must not fire more than two or more wrestlers. I'll do that for 9 months. National Broadcasting. They found They found Freelancer? I wonder who that is. Oh, Luna would like to have a chat with us. Nice, He-Man and Skeletor. Was it the guy that did those full-on cartoon rips? Those things look great. Luna is dissatisfied with the way you're running things and wants to have a word. Let's give him a passionate speech. They have lit a fire under Luna. I think that's Leon, like Fujiwara from Ring of... Or no, that's Leon... Mandy Leon, maybe? Is that Mandy Leon? Let's try that. Oh, the actual toys. Ah, I get it. Yeah, those would work too. Like, that was sort of that weird bodybuilder 80s ideal. Do we want Mandy Leon in? I don't have any more Ring of Honor belts, but sure. Come on through. Make a note of that before I log out here. Okay, we did all that. I think it's Mandy Leon in from ROH. Let's put that on the board. So we have 2 title fights set for next week. We crowned Chris Statlander as the junior heavyweight contender, so we're going to have Chris Statlander, Bill Bullock for the GWA junior belt next week. And Kurt Angle got the nod in the heavyweight contender match, so Kurt Angle versus Sting for the GWA belt is going to be the main event of the show next week. So we got that going. Let me save this quick with everything we've already done. Ooh, the All Pangea title. That sounds fun. If I could name any of these belts, I'd be really happy about it. I'm not going to worry about salary. I'll do that offline. I'll just do my normal training center maintenance, since we're already bumping up against the end of our broadcast time as it is. Speaking of, we at least have $200,000 coming our way with that national contract. Not as good as the $1 million we were making every month with the international pay-per-view deal, but that's fine. We're at least, you know, getting North American coverage, let's say. Okay. That's all good. How do we do merchandise-wise? Blew most of it out, which is awesome. So we'll leave all that. That's a good chunk of photos, and that's a good chunk of action figures. Those masks will sell out in a month or 2. Okay, so we'll redo that. We'll worry about those when we actually book a venue. Human resources. I think we're doing okay. In most other... yeah, you're not wrong. Me and Tony Khan are neck and neck for title belts. Let me just check that, actually. Promotion stats. Can I do that within? Oh, change style. No, thanks. No, that's me. Title belts. So we have the GWA regular tag team junior. We don't have a junior tag team because the tag team's essentially open weight, so we don't bother with that. The trios belts we do once a year. And then if you look at these defunct promotions, we have the Hall of Fame belt, and Ahmed Johnson has it. We have the Legends Junior belt, and Hiromu Takahashi has it. I think we're doing okay otherwise, because like GCW has like 6 wrestlers, so 3 wrestlers have all the belts. We're trying to get the Noah heavyweight belt off of Sakuraba so we can bring it back to Noah. We need to get the Impact 6, like the Impact Trios belts off of Edwards' team, because the other 2 members of Edwards' team are roster members from us. But Impact's got most of their belts back. We're doing okay. Most of the places have their proper belts. Kengo Mashimo is on the run of his career. He's the tag champ. Oh my God, he's all the champs. He's the junior, one half of the junior tag champs, the regular tag champs. He's the junior heavyweight champion. He just won the Triple Crown. Kengo Mashimo, having a career year over there. We're trying to get the DDT belt back to DDT, but Bret Hart has it, and they're with us. So that's like the one wayward belt we're worried about. The other wayward championship is Will Ospreay has the Ring of Honor Junior belt, and they're contracted to New Japan. So we got to figure out a way to fix that. Oh yeah. Mashimo is a huge belt collector, just in the one promotion though. And then this is hilarious to me. Watch this title history. Okay, so this is before they got Hollywood Hogan run it, and then Undertaker beat Hollywood Hogan for it. He was under contract to us, and then he retired. So they had another tournament. Hashimoto won it back, dropped it to Hoshino, and then Hulk Hogan won it. Why is there a difference between Hollywood and Hulk Hogan? Because there's 2 Hogans in the game, one for each character, and Big Japan hired both of them. So they have both Hogans on their roster, which I think is hilarious. I can't wait for them to team up and win the tag belts, except I think they can't, because I think Quiet Storm's tag team partner is Hollywood Hogan as one half of the tag champs already. Anyway, we have nothing to do with any of this. Karistico is the CMLL champ. That's nothing to do. Like, this is all fine. Sarov is your NXT champion, sure. AEW still okay. Matt Jackson, who is almost pulling a Mashimo here. Let's see. Yeah, Shingo's the junior champ. Jeff Cobb's tagging with somebody for the tag belts. Jay White is your IWGP champion. Damian Priest is your WWE champ. Mustafa Ali is your junior champ. I don't know who Jimmy Uso is teamed with to be the tag team champs. I don't know who Cedric Alexander's teamed with. I don't know who Ricochet is teamed with, because it doesn't tell you. It just gives you the start. It just gives you the leader. Anyway, so not too bad. Like, we have about 9 belts in and amongst our promotion, and then out in the world, most of the other belts are where they belong. Apparently, because each Big Japan show is a deathmatch style, so Hulk Hogan technically does death matches as the head of Big Japan Pro Wrestling. Yeah, he's like the face of that company, has been for a while. Anywho, speaking of faces, let me get my big dumb face back front and center. Hiya! With this fancified button, so I can thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you happen to be. I'm wishing everybody chill vibes and clear skies. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, right here, saying so long for now. We are going to be back on the air Friday evening. It's about 7 p.m. Eastern Time for our weekly dose of Ark Survival Evolved, where we're finally going to make ourselves at home as we clear out a patch of forest with our comrades and build our own little bedrock with our dinosaur pals and our stone buildings. So until then, TTFN, let's find somebody to spread a little love to on our way out of here. Oh, there we go. All right, got a raid in check. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Hope to see you tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for some Ark. If not, thanks for spending the time with me. You did. Ta-ta for now. Boop, boop, and one final definitive boop.